Hello, hello everyone. We are in the house, and it's Sri Lanka versus West Indies for the title of the best T20 nation. Well, between these two. Anyway, the bilateral series, the T20 tournament, it's the third T20 international. It's a decider. Who's going to win? At the moment, it's pretty. Well, let's just say it hasn't been great for Sri Lanka so far. 3 wickets fallen, and a run rate of just under 5. Sri Lanka's struggling, man, and they're struggling big time. They are struggling big time. Who we got in the house? We've already got a couple of people in the house. Fantastic. We just started. Keep them coming, guys. Get the questions and the comments coming as well. And Sri Lanka, man, come on, they got to do better than this. They really well in the second T20. I mean, batting wise, though, the openers just gave them a huge platform that really propelled them, I guess. So whether they can do a similar thing here, I don't know. I'm hoping they can, because it'll be nice to have a big total on, really. I mean, I said that last time, and they didn't really need it, because West Indies batting was pretty poor, and also Sri Lanka bowled extremely well, the spinners especially. It's 40 for 3 off 8 overs. The run rate is 5 now as well, and just losing wickets quite regularly here. Chandimal's 13 off 13 and Matthews 9 off 7. Let's see how they go. Kieran Pollard on at the moment, so interesting to see how he does as well. Kieran Pollard bowling wise, interesting to see how he does. Should be interesting for sure. No. So yeah, that's fine. Hi, Mansaj. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining. It's West Indies. Mansaj, it must be. It's in India, isn't it? Like 3 a.m. or something, or 4 a.m. in India. So, tell you what, you guys are crazy being up at this time. Crazy. It's 10 p.m. here, and I'm already feeling tired. But this match is going to definitely keep me up in good spirits. I'm sure it'll keep me up. Yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway, it does. Mansaj. Let's see. Mansaj says it's 4 a.m. Oh my god. 4 a.m. What are you doing up, Mansaj? What are you doing up? It says he just woke up. Why are you waking up at 4 a.m., Mansaj? You waking up to watch this? If you are, then I love the dedication, that's for sure. I really love the dedication if you're up here. Looking at Kieran Pollard's T20 career, it's pretty similar in T20 internationals and a normal kind of franchise cricket as well. So shows that he's just a quality operator, and clearly we know that he can. I mean, the 6 sixes in the first Test match says it all. Haratosha said, "Yes, yes, yes, yes. We've got people in here. We got people. Yes, guys, come on." Match Gamer says 4 a.m. in the morning. Woke up finding they were showing in Sri Lanka. I just didn't know. Ah, they were. I like that. Harry says, "I'm happy my team beat City today." Oh, boo, Man United. We don't want to talk about that. Man United are rubbish. No, I'm joking. Mansaj says, I slept early around 9 p.m. India time. 9 p.m. Okay, so you got a good 7 hours. Did you sleep early so you could wake up and watch this? If so, very good planning. Very good planning. I like how you're thinking. Guys in the chat, fantastic to have everyone here. You know what I'm going to say, the usual. Please do remember to like this video. I think everyone's subscribed, so I won't say that. But if you haven't, please do subscribe. It really does help. Thank you. And I'm hoping that's another good over from West Indies. Only 5 off it. They're being pretty tight here. They're bowling very tight here, West Indies, and Sri Lanka struggling really to get the ball away. Magical Gamer says, I slept at 11 Indian time, man. So, yeah, you must be damn tired, Magical Gamer, that's for sure. He goes, yeah. Love it. Love the dedication, though, to watch cricket. That's what you love. You just love watching and hearing people waking up early to watch it. I mean, I remember waking up super early for the World Cup in 2015, New Zealand, Australia, because here in the UK the time difference is crazy. And I remember, what the is that out? What is that run out? Hold on, his foot and he's lucky. He is so lucky. His foot, Chandramouli says, Andrew Matthews, I think, his foot and his bat in the air. He's way inside the crease, but nothing's grounded. If that was a direct hit, he would have been gone. Crazy, crazy. McCoy's on. Good little bowler, actually. Nice change ups as well. Nice variations of lefty coming over the wicket. Good. It's nice to see these new, fresh faces for West Indies. They've clearly performed well in the in the domestic stuff. He's only 24 as well. Magical Game says that was Chandimal. Okay, thank you. He says, who do you think will win this third game? I mean, I think it's pretty even, to be honest. It's difficult to say exactly who. I would have said potentially Sri Lanka had the momentum going into this, but really it's been pretty tough for Sri Lanka this start. I mean, West Indies are in control, I would say, for now. Charles says, what sleep? It's an illusion. My Einstein logic. Yeah. Gosh. They say, what was it? Sleep. There's plenty of time. Oh, no. Oh, he's gone. Angelo Matthews has gone very softly once again. You know what? I'm gearing towards the thinking that Angelo Matthews is done in T20s. He's a fantastic test player, fantastic ODI player, but he just doesn't seem to have the gears in T20s anymore. It's almost like he struggles to know how to play, and he doesn't have that type of aggression needed in T20s anymore. That's a really soft dismissal. Gone on the back foot, didn't get across enough as well. Angelo Matthews, and just tickles that behind to the keeper. Very, very poor dismissal. It's good bowling by McCoy, coming obviously over the wicket, bowling across the right hander, and it's a typical left arm fast bowler. Even it's a typical left arm fast bowler dismissal. So really good bowling from I want to say youngster, but 24 is not that young. It's fairly young. Yeah, but what's the saying when it says when a child said about sleep? It's pretty morbid, but they say there's plenty of time to sleep whilst you're dead. It's pretty morbid. But if you believe in life after death, then I guess it's not that. Anyway, enough of that. Back to cricket. Ashan Bandara is back in. Average of 25, strike rate of 126, and 100 as well. Hello. 100 is 20 over career. I like that. I like that a lot. 46 for 4 off 9.3 overs. McCoy, only a single off it so far, and a wicket as well. Magical Gamer says, I hope Sri Lanka starts to fire now. Me too. I really do as well. Oh, across the right hander. Really good. Really good from McCoy. Just trying to entice the batsman into a false shot. Just having a look at the wicket here again. Yes, Andrew Matthews, what he's done, he's in two minds. He's thinking, should I play forward or back? And he hasn't decided. And that hesitancy has meant that he's just wafted his bat out there, really kind of on the back foot, but not quite. And it's not solid. And his bat's away from his pad. So it's just pull around. And that length was perfect from McCoy coming over the wicket across the right hander, and Matthews just wafted it. He needed to commit there, and he didn't. Let's have a look. Magical Gamer says Matthews out. Yeah. Harsasha says haven't Sri Lanka won all the tosses? They won the first two, I think. I'm not sure who won this toss. I think it was Sri Lanka as well. So yeah, but I think tosses in T20 cricket don't have a huge bearing, if I'm being honest with you. I think the shorter the format, the less bearings a toss has, personally. And also, if you have a strip that doesn't really, give too much advantage to one, oh my god, what happened there? To one team or another, then it's not really a massive difference. Did my screen just go black for everyone? Because it went black for me, but anyway, so ignore that. Metro Gamer says Chandamal Matthew should not play T20s. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that. And the more that I watch them, the more I think that they shouldn't be. I would assume. Where's Shanaka? Isn't he the captain? Is he injured? So I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Harsasha says West Indies got this now. Yeah, I mean that they're in control, aren't they? I would say. 48 for 4 of 10.1. At the halfway stage, they're on 48. That's just shocking. That's so bad. I mean, we could see a total of below 100 here. Let's see. Anyway. Natural Gamer says Kusa Pereira and Kusa Mendes or Vishka Fernando would be good. Yeah, that's a really. Where is Kusa Pereira? He's a really good T20 player, isn't he? Kusa Mendes, Magical Gamer. I don't know about Kusa Mendes. He's been so poor in the test arena, and I know T20s is different, but it just seems like his defensive work. He needs to work on it a lot. His defensive technique. That's a really good late cut there, but straight to the man at short third man. Chandimal is 18 off 19, Bandara 1 off 4. Projected score is 95. So this could be a very low scoring game. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a score of 120 plus to make it competitive, because so far it looks like West Indies are going to dominate this, but we'll see. Avishka Fernandez, I definitely agree with. Avishka Fernando looked really good in the test series against England, and I was thinking, you know what, why is he not playing the shorter formats as well? Pradeep, I love Pradeep. Where's Nawan Pradeep? Is he injured? He's a beast of a player as well. But yeah, Kusal Pereira, 100%. I would have him in that top three. Kusal Mendes, I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. I'm a massive fan of his talent, just not a massive fan of what he's been doing lately. I think he needs to work on his game, get a bit of confidence back. Natural Gamer says, Lo, you consider yourself as young as well. Yeah, I do. That's a really good point. I do. So, okay, I'll stick with it. 24 is really young, super young. Guys in the chat as well, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. You're all legends. Let's get through these questions or comments. This Asham Bandera dude, I haven't even heard of him before. To be honest with you, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I hadn't heard him until this series either. But he's got decent stats, so. And we know stats mean everything, right? Not. They don't. Chris17 says, if I can click on the comment, Assalamu alaikum, I've got school tomorrow. No. If you've got school tomorrow, go to sleep, man. Magical Gamer says Sri Lanka won the toss and batted first. Nice. Pinned by Muscle K. What's that? What do you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Let me know, Magical Gamer. Or let me know what you mean, Cryptic RH17 even. Pinned by Muscle K. What do you mean by that? As a Pollard. You know what? That over went by so quickly. I barely even noticed it. 53 for 4 off 11 overs. And just 6 singles in it. And West Indies are just like, yeah, let's go. It's difficult, man. Difficult time. Very, very difficult time for Sri Lanka at the moment. Magical Gamer says Sri Lanka has a passport issue. Oh man, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. I hate it when stuff like that happens. That should not be a reason for someone not to be able to come in and play cricket. Chandimal pulls that away, and that's a good effort in the field, but it's a well-needed boundary from Chandimal. And Magical Game is saying about Chandimal not being in the team. Imagine if it goes on and scores like 100 here. That'd be ridiculous. If it just accelerates at some insane speed, which could. I love how it bounces on the practice wickets or the children's wickets, and it just speeds up. Let's crack it. Harsasha says, toss matters for Pakistan. We are better at defending a score. That's true. Although, given the recent score, or the recent scores, and also recent PSL matches, I don't know. Maybe we can chase scores, or maybe we just can't defend scores. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, I agree with you. The toss can matter as a mental thing, but I think in terms of the pitch, especially in the T20s, it doesn't matter too much. I don't think personally. I don't think it matters a huge amount. Boundary percentage since Jan 2018, West Indies 5.58%, more than any other team. Wow. Natural Gamer says he will be joining the ODI squad. He'll be coming through France. He has some visa problems with the US. What a surprise. I mean, at least I'm sure everyone here has heard of someone having problems with visas in the US. I mean, that's like the most common thing known to mankind, isn't it? Let's be honest. So hopefully he gets it sorted and we see him. He's a really talented player, isn't he, Shanaka? He had a fantastic LPL, Lanka Premier League, and that's why he actually got picked partly for that test series against England. So he's clearly a talented player. Him and Hasaranga. Hasaranga is a really good player as well. So he's the captain as well now in the T20. So they don't have their captain, which is not ideal. He's just been appointed captain. He can't even play. Oh, terrible, terrible stuff. But either way, hopefully you manage to see him for some of this tour anyway. Magical Gamer says Kusal Pereira, he failed the fitness test. Come on, Kusal. I'm not Kusal Mendes. I mean Kusal Pereira. Come on, Kusal Pereira. Sort it out. Guys failing fitness tests is just shocking. Also, Sheldon Cottrell failed a fitness test as well. Shane Thomas failed a fitness test. These guys are living the life, aren't they, in COVID? Stop eating. Come on. You're elite sports people. You shouldn't be failing fitness tests, surely. Surely? Or am I being a bit harsh? Nah, I'm not being harsh. They can't be failing fitness tests, man. Come on. Magical Gamer says, my battery's low. I will join after charging my phone in a bit. Okay, thank you very much. Charles Shaw says, it's a two-pace wicket. You'll see a lot of off and leg cutters today. Yeah, looks like it so far, doesn't it? We're seeing a lot of pace off the ball from McCoy, the left armer. A lot of balls around like 120, 125. So he's clearly bowling slower balls, cutters, bowling into the surface because they know that it's hard to get away as batsmen. So seems to be helping at all. Cryptic says pinned by a famous YouTuber, 10 million, Muscle K, Fortnite player. Where's his pin though? Is his pinned on my video or like give me some more information, Cryptic? What's going on with this pinned but by a famous YouTuber, 10 million, Muscle K, Fortnite player? Let me know. Horace Archer says, what does a fitness test include? Is it just a bleep test or what? I think it's kind of like a bleep test, but it's not just that. I think it's numerous different tests, like the bleep test that they have to do, and in order to pass. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's a number of things. I think, like for Pakistan, one of the categories was a bleep test of a certain number, but it wasn't just that; it was other things as well. So I think even since then, which is a few years back, it probably has improved or been tweaked for different teams as well. So I'd assume it's just different things that you need to be able to do. So they're fit enough in the field is the biggest thing, because fielding has got such a big importance in cricket nowadays, which is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think it's really good. It just means that everyone has to be at a certain level of fitness, and there's that expectation. I don't think it should ever come in, like fielding should ever come in front of batting or bowling, because clearly that's what you get picked on. That's how you get the big bucks. But it's definitely something that everyone should have. Like, you've got to have fielding in your locker to be a good all-round cricketer, because you can score 100 and then drop someone in the second innings, and that guy can go on to get 200, and then really you're at minus 100 because you just dropped that guy, when early in his innings, for example. So look, when the cliche catches win matches can apply in a lot of cases, to be fair. So look, I think people need to be careful and take it seriously, because look, you can't have 11 people that don't know how to field or don't want to field or aren't fit enough. If that was the case, and no one would win a single match. Horace Usher says, you're going to watch the All-Star NBA game. Don't watch NBA, Horace, sorry. Red Fly 444 says, hey, bro. Hello, thank you very much for joining. Everyone in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, everyone that has joined. Come on, Sri Lanka. Get a move on. Going at a run rate of 4.96. This is not an ODI. Come on, guys. We don't want to see a score of below 100 here. We want to see some big hitting. What's the point of watching a T20? I say that, though. I love watching some stumps out the ground. We haven't seen that either, to be honest with you. So either I want to see some stumps out the ground or want to see some big hitting. So either way, let's get a move on. DJ Bravo, 0 for 1 on 0.3 overs. The dude, I mean, I was waxing lyrical about him in the second T20. He was just bowling incredibly well. The variation, the change ups, the slow balls, cutters, a couple of deliveries were, I think they were the pace of a normal off spinner. So I think one of the balls he bowled was like 50 miles per hour. And the next one after that was like 86. And I'm like, what? So dude has some skills. Although just saying they just bowled a wide. But so this is what's interesting, right? He's bowling in the slot in the last match. All these deliveries are in the slot. Yet, if you have a look, none of them got hit. And actually got some wickets there. And the reason why is because it's the change ups, it's the cutters, it's the slow balls, etc. They make a massive difference. Absolutely huge difference. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes 100%. Oh, sorry, just locking doors so that no one else in the house has to hear me ramble on about cricket. Fantastic slow ball again from Darren Bravo. Big off cutter, huge off cutter. Again, goes again. And only 4 off the over so far. That was 117 kilometers per hour. He's bowling well. He's bowling really well. Horace said, yes, Red Fly, congrats on the Indian win. Yeah, congrats. Red Fly says, I'm so excited for the India versus England T20 series. Won't be surprised if all the scores are over 200 plus with the firepower both teams have. Yeah, agreed. And also, historically, the pitches are pretty flat for T20s in India, aren't they? So you're probably going to get big scores, I would assume. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they won't be. Let's see. Okay, 65 for 4 off 13 overs. God. What are they doing? Good. Not impressed by Sri Lanka right now. They're ruining my mood. Come on, guys. Reply says, Horace Arshar, thanks, man. Sad to see the PSL get postponed. I was enjoying those early morning matches, lol. I definitely was not. No, I say that. I loved it because it wasn't early morning here. It was actually during the day. It was like perfect timing for us here in the UK. So I was so lucky. Like I could just before dinner, the second game, chuck it on. It's great. But it's such a shame it's been postponed. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully it gets sorted. I'm fingers crossed it gets sorted and we get the continuation of it at some point. That's a really good shot from Chandama. Fantastic flick off Jason Holder. A really, really good shot of Jason Holder. Jason Holder not putting pace off the ball. They're trying to go at his normal pace, and Chandama just utilizing that pace. Let's have a look here. Yeah, really good flick. It's in the air. Doesn't matter because it's wide of the fielder and it's one bounce for. A really, really good shot from Chandama, and he's going to be vital. He's going to have to stay probably pretty much till the end if they want to have a chance in this game now. Harris Osher says, yeah, I know. Hopefully it'll come back after the IPL. Yeah, agreed. Charles says, Red Fly, guess what? I got tickets for all 5 T20 games. Wow. Bloody hell. Good one, mate. You know what? I'm going to be... am I going to be... You know what's really annoying? On Friday, the first T20 for India versus England is at the same... It starts exactly at the same time as the West Indies Sri Lanka ODI. How stupid is that? But anyway, so what I'll probably have to do is I'll watch the T20, and after T20 is finished, I'll then watch the second half of the West Indies Sri Lanka match. I could have both on, but if I want to stream it, then obviously I'll have to choose one. So, and clearly, T20 I'll choose first, and then I'll go to the ODI. Let's see though. Let's see. Work permitting as well. I'd like to stream at least some of the first T20 on Friday because I'm really looking forward to that versus England. Well, England versus India even. Sorry. Horace says red flyer 444. When the white ball series England versus India starts on Friday. Wait, who else is in the house? I've got mate, family. Red flyer says a child. Damn, lucky you. Are they all in the same place or something? Yeah, Friday. Horace says looking forward to it. Going to be more competitive than the test. Hopefully, yeah, I think it will be. Oh, just pulled away there, but down to long on. Fumbles it, but gets the ball in, just a single. Yeah, I think it will be more competitive, 100%. The white ball series will 100% be more competitive, I would assume. I would actually go with, so ODIs, I would go England to win 2-1. T20s, I'd go India to win 3-2, personally. But who knows, man? Who knows? Everyone, please remember to like this video and also subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. And let's have a look. Charles says, at Red Fly, yep, all matches in Ahmedabad. Also, all IPL playoff games, semis and finals are at the same venue. Wow, lucky you, mate. So you're going to be, you are going to be in the money. Well, I say in the money. You're going to be putting out money, but you're going to be spending money. But you hit the jackpot, haven't you? Looks like you're going to be watching a lot of cricket. So fantastic, mate. Enjoy. 74 for 4 off 15. Let's have a look here. Let's update this. Better over from Sri Lanka. 9 off it. That's better. They need that for pretty much the rest of the match, I would say. At least. I mean, they need at least 120, otherwise they've got no chance. Got absolutely no chance. Red Fly 44 says Haris Arshad, yeah, will be for sure. I think India will take T20s 3-2, but I think England will whitewash ODIs in. Wow, really? You think England will beat India 3-0 in the ODIs? Wow. Red Fly, aren't you Indian? Really? You think you're going to get spanked 3-0 in the ODIs? I think that's surprising. England have got a very good ODI side, yeah, of course, but 3-0? Hmm. Don't know about that. Don't know, man. Let's see. Haris Arshad said, I'd rather watch India versus England, though, and watch highlights of the Sri Lanka game. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people will potentially be doing that, if I'm being honest with you. I'd like to watch both. So I'll watch the T20 because that just makes more sense. And then after that's finished, then I'll watch the rest of the West Indies Sri Lanka game, which probably will be technically it should be about halfway through. So, wait, would it? Yeah, it would be about halfway through. Or just before. So I could just watch a whole day's cricket, which would be great. But I do need to work at some point as well. So let's see how Friday goes. Friday could be a very interesting day. Red Fly says, not happy about a spammer. Says, why is the spammer always in Bengali? I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like they are, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes it's Bengali, sometimes it's an Indian or Pakistani. I don't know, man. It's just always Asian, though. Harasasha says, I agree. England ODI win and India are going to win the T20s. Yeah, I think that's kind of the general consensus, but we'll see. Usher seems to think that India are going to win both. Usher's a bit pro-India. He definitely is. Definitely is a bit pro-India for a Pakistani especially, but not just for Pakistan, just in general, I think he is. But he's a massive India fan, I think. Definitely rates them. And also it helps that he's not a big fan of England, I think. I think he's pretty, not anti-England, but he's not. If anyone else plays England, he'll probably back the other team, I think. Just because I don't think he fancies not a brand of cricket, but maybe a team as a whole. And everyone has favourites, right? So my favourites, I've got favourites, but I try to be objective anyway if I can. Harris Archer says, dead score, too easy for West Indies, man. You know what? Still time. Still time. Still lots of time, guys. I mean, they're at 80, so that's good. I said they'd get about 80. So I said 80 would be, at the rate they were going to get about 80, but they've got there with 5 overs. Look, if they get 50 off the last 5 overs, it's doable. It's doable. Imagine if they get 15 of the last 5 overs, then they're up to 155. So I think that's going to be difficult. But I think 10 of each over of the last 5 is not hard whatsoever. They can do it even on this track. Red Fly says, yes, I'm Indian Punjabi, but I have to say my honest opinion. I don't see India winning an ODI against such a good England side. Okay, that's interesting. Good flick, very good flick by Chandamal, but just the one. 41 off 36 now, I think it is for Chandamal. 81 for 4 of 14.5 overs. Last ball from DJ Bravo, Mr. Champion. Should I sing the champion song again? No one wants to hear it, do they? Champion, champion. Okay, no, forget it. It's not good. I'm embarrassing myself. Haris Arsha says, Ali, this is all the Rasheeds are even. Oh, hold on. Oh, it gets lucky there, Bandara. Goes to slog sweep it. That's really bad judgment. Gets lucky and drops just in front of the fielder at Cal Corner. It's 82 for 4 off 15 overs. I'm trying to think what score they're going to get from here. I reckon they're going to get 135. What do you guys think? Where do you think Sri Lanka are going to end? I think 135. I think. But on Horace's comment, yeah, I think Adil Rashid will do well in India. I think Moin Ali will do well in India as well, to be honest with you. But the one thing I would say is the Indian spinners will do well as well. I just think spinners in general will. Bumrah will be really good. Shami will be good. Natarajan might play, potentially. Am I wrong? Maybe. Charles says England are the favourites for both T20s and ODIs. T20s because England has much more winners than India has. Really? You think England are the favourites in the T20s? But India at home? That slap down the ground just for a single, I think that will be. Yep. Flat batted over the bowler's head. Chandamal is batting, and Chandamal and Bandara are both batting very interestingly, to say the least. But if they can get runs, it doesn't matter. So this is Bandara, I think. Just, flat batted over the bowler's head. I think India are the favourites in the T20s, personally. ODI is England because they're the champions, but T20s, I mean, I would say India. I'd say India are definitely the favourites, considering they're at home as well. I mean, to be honest, there's arguments to be had that they're favourites in the ODIs, but I just think because England, the world champions, have been so strong, it's going to be interesting. But we'll see. I think it's still good. It's going to be a really good contest. We'll see, won't we? The first T20, I'm hoping, is going to be competitive and close. I'm hoping most of them will be, because 5 T20s. If we can have something similar to what we had with Australia and New Zealand, where the last T20 is a decider, that would be ideal. Even with this West Indies Sri Lanka series, we've had this last T20 is now going to be a decider. So, all fantastic slow ball from McCoy there. McCoy's bowling really well. He's 1 for 11 off 2.2 overs. Red Fly says, yeah, true. England has more match winners, but India has better depth, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. Red Fly, I mean, India have fantastic strength and depth, I think. If you look at first 11s, potentially England have a better, I'd say they've probably got a better ODI side. T20 side, I'm not sure. T20s are difficult, because they are a little bit of a lottery to a degree. They're quite hard to call, T20s. Even like this second T20 between is that a good shot? That's a fantastic shot from Mandara. He comes off with the slog sweep that he's been looking for a very long time. Can I say something? When a batsman slog sweeps a seam bowler, it really does astound me because the amount of skill involved is just incredible. I'll count that as a slog sweep. It's a bit of a hoik, really, but I'll say it's a slog sweep. Only 68 meters. The boundaries are pretty small here. They really are. Damn good shot, though, for 6. And they need a lot more of those, Sri Lanka, to post a competitive total here. It says 133. You just copied my score on -2, didn't you? I'm joking. Harris Archer says, is Jofra Archer fit for the T20s? Wasn't he injured for the 4th test? I'm actually not sure if he was injured. I mean, I know he had a elbow niggle before. Then he came up for the 3rd test. Hold on. Oh, he gets very, very fortunate there. Bandara tries to go big down the ground, huge outside edge, goes flying towards backward point, and just runs away for four. But much needed runs. The run rate is creeping up. The 100 is nearly up, so that's what they need. Yeah, tries to go again towards the leg side, even actually, and it just runs away way of backward point. There's a huge amount of backspin on that ball. Fantastic intent anyway from Bandara. It's not a very good looking shot. He gets very fortunate, but it doesn't matter. Runs are runs, especially in T20s. That's flicked into the leg side. That time very well timed, but straight to the sweeper at deep mid wicket. And it's 95 for 4 of 16. So that's a really, really good over for Sri Lanka. 13 off it. They're looking like they're going to post a decent total potentially. Let's see. 4 overs left. 135. They might get more than that. I'm hoping they do. But yeah, on Jofra Archer, I think he's fit. And when I say fit, I think he's about 90% fit. But they probably rested him because they thought he's not going to get much purchase out of the pitch potentially, or they probably would have in the fourth test. But given the second and third test pitches, and maybe we should rest him because he's not 100%. So I'm hoping that he is fit because in the T20s, him and Mark Wood, if they open up in the T20s, oh my days, that's just extreme pace. Which probably get slapped around everywhere, but Mark Wood and Jofra Archer opening the bowling in T20 is just like, I just want to see people bowling 95 plus opening up. But again, they'll probably get slapped around everywhere by Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe they can get a couple of stumps flying. That's what I want to see. Red Fly says, I think the Indian T20 11 should be Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Kishan, okay, interesting. Rishabh Pant, all really good. That's a cracking shot from Bandara. Bloody hell. What a shot. That's an unbelievable shot. Let's have a look. It's a half volley, really. Goes on down to one knee, just full face to the bat, just pings it off one knee, just straight of mid off, and it's like a rocket to the boundary. 4 runs for the debutant. 23 or 21 for him now. He's starting. I mean, he's finally going and above a runner ball, which is good. The projected rate is 122. If they go 8 and over 130, so they're looking to go above that, I'm assuming. Good comeback from Jason Holder after that 4 off the first ball. So anyway, to carry on the lineup, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Kishan, Pant, Pandya, Jadeja, Chahal, Bhuvi, so Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Bumrah, and Natarajan. Interesting. What do you guys think about Ashwin not playing any white ball cricket anymore, by the way? Because obviously he used to play all 3 formats, but he doesn't play it anymore. Really interesting. I know Jadeja obviously is now the premier white ball spinner for India, but is there a reason? Like, do you guys think that he should be playing in white ball cricket as well? Just stick to red ball. I don't know what you think. I'm really interested in that because I'm just intrigued to know why you wouldn't want your best spinner in your side. I mean, I know the best spinner in Test cricket doesn't necessarily always translate. Yasir Shah, for example, is a really good example, and I can say that because I know like he's a good Test spinner in Test cricket, but he's not particularly good white ball bowler. And the 100 is up for Sri Lanka, 100 for 4 off 16.3 overs. Let's see them hopefully motor here and accelerate towards the end. My India, the only thing I'd say is, what about Shreyas Iyer? Would he not be in there instead of Kishan? Chahal, I'm not really sold on Chahal, you know that. I don't know about India's shorter format bowlers, like spinners or even. I'm not so sold on them, but we'll see. Because even like Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal, they both bowled in the World Cup. Yeah, I mean, I saw them. I saw them bowl in the World Cup, and they just got slapped everywhere. Especially like Kuldeep Yadav. I mean, he got dropped because he just started getting absolutely pummeled. But India's a different place, to be fair. So let's see. Let's see. Reply says England 11 for T20 is pretty obvious. Well, what is it then? Tell me. Don't just say it's obvious. I want to know what it is. What do you think? What is their 11? Harris Archer says, I feel sorry for Kuldeep Yadav. He's out of every format. I mean, he's in and around the squad, isn't he, for every format? He's just not really playing. And when he does, recently anyway, he's kind of getting hit everywhere. But to be fair, before the World Cup, he looked great. Him and Chahal, they looked fantastic. But maybe they haven't been able to replicate that type of form after the World Cup. So let's see. Let's see that they're in home conditions. It will turn. It will be more friendly than away conditions. So maybe they can. This might be the series that they both of them get a lot of confidence and cement their places. One of them, anyways. Oh, that's good fielding. That's really good fielding on the cover boundary. Just running across and just palms it inside. It's 105 for 4 off 17. Again, that's a good over. 105 for 4 off 17. Let's update the scorecard and make sure you guys can see it. Indian home conditions for T20s are basically a contest of batsmen playing 200 versus 200 exactly. We all remember what happened to India in the first game against New Zealand in the 2016 T20 World Cup when we gave a green top. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you're obviously going to get conditions that are going to suit the spinners. So why is Ashwin not in there? I don't know. I don't. Again, I'm not saying Ashwin should be in there. I'm just wondering, like, whether you guys know a bit more than me about how good he is in white ball and whether he should be in there. Horace says, I thought Ashwin got hit for runs in the IPL, but he had some good performances too. He won't make India's white ball squad in Test. He can be more effective. It suits him at a time in his career. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And Charles says, Red Fly, Kishan, Pant, Hardik, and Jadeja. Wow, never seen more ammo at one place. Yeah, that's some serious pop firepower, isn't it? In there. Shreyas Iyer defo makes the squad ahead of Ishan. Yeah, I think so as well. I think instead of Kishan, I think he means Ishan Kishan. Yeah, I think so as well. Red Fly 44 says, I think it's because Chahal is better at taking wickets in T20s, and Ashwin does not have the power hitting ability like Jadeja. The thing is, you play him as just a spinner, really, wouldn't you? And you'd bat him lower down and just hope he can score some runs potentially. But yeah, I get what you mean. As a wrist spinner, you have more wicket taking ability normally, anyway, unless you're an unbelievably special finger spinner. Redfly 444 says, Iyer is the most overrated player in India. Even some PSL batters I've seen this season are better. Iyer sucks, in my opinion. I take Kishan, Surya Kumar, and Samson over him. Oi, what's up with the dig at some of the PSL players? Some of the PSL batsmen are better than some of the Indian batsmen. I mean, look at Mohammad Rizwan, man, batting quality. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. I think you're talking about domestic players. It's interesting because I haven't seen a huge amount of Shreyas Iyer. He didn't play particularly well in Australia. Usher's really high on him, I think, because maybe has he performed well in the IPL? A lot of people are saying he's like, I guess, a second version of Virat Kohli, but I haven't really seen it yet. Let's see. People say that his timing is incredible, but again, I haven't really seen it yet. But who knows? Like, I'm assuming he will play. They seem to like playing him anyway. So let's see whether he can perform and maybe prove us wrong. And Charles says, Ishan Kishan is baby pant. Remember my words. Oh, okay. Harsh says, Chakravati makes my India T20 team. He was good in the IPL. Oh, okay. Interesting. Red Fly says, I only scores runs when they bowl pies to him. Otherwise, he can't do anything. Oh, God. Red Fly says, Harris Arshad, oh, yeah, I forgot about him. He can go instead of Chahal. You think? Oh, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Harris Arshad says, I personally don't think Jadeja should be starting in the starting 11. for T20 squad. Wasn't he underperforming in the IPL? But he had good batting performances. Yeah, he's technically an all-rounder. I don't know. Red Fly says, no, bro, I didn't mean like that. I said some young PSL players I'd never heard of are better than I. Okay, fair enough. I get you. I get what you're saying. Good Yorker, by the way, there. Let's see, what's the score? Chandimal is, I mean, he's been crucial, hasn't he? But 110 for 4, only 2 and a bit overs left. They've got to start going here. Only 5 off this over. He goes to paddle him, and that's nearly out. Oh, he's missed it. Come on. Need more runs. This is poor. How can you can't be going at 50 or 42 and 20 or 26 in the T20? Too slow. Horace Archer says Mohamed Rizwan I had never heard of before the England vs Pakistan test. Are you serious? Wow. Fair enough. I've heard of him for quite a few years. But he's always seen as a really good wicketkeeper, but not like an amazing batsman. But his batting has just come a hell of a lot of time. Young Lampo says, do you remember when I was talking about international level versus IPL? Yes, I do remember. Young Lampo says, I could show you some articles from Wiz and other reputable cricket and analysts and quotes from players like Murali showing the IPL's high quality, the most non-T20 World Cups. Wait, most non-T20... I think he means most non-T20 internationals. You see this? You see this, young lamppost? You see this? But feel free to send me the articles, though. Yeah, I've got social media. It is. I'll show you my social media 1 second, and then you can send it to there. No problem. I'll have a look for sure. 1 second. Social media's here. Yeah, if you guys are interested, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. QualityShot.f is here. As you can see, I'll put back up the comments. But yeah, young lamppost, feel free to send it to my Instagram. Send me a DM and yeah, we can have a chat. Why not? I'll have a look at the stats. Send me a message. He says if you have any social medias or anything, yep. As I said, send it to there. No problemo. I appreciate it. Harsasha says, but Ishan Kishan hasn't played international yet, has he? I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Let's have a look here. Young Lampo says there has been a lot of statistical analysis on it. Interesting. That's a big wide. It's 112 for 4 off 18. I've just put it's 11 for 4. If it was 11 for 4, this game would be over very, very soon. It's 112 for 4 off 18. Come on, guys. McCoy with a wide hit. Sri Lanka need to cash in, man. They got to cash in. Horace Archer said, would you use Haider Ali as a finisher instead of top order batsman? I would, yep. 100%. I would have Haider Ali as a finisher at the moment because he's too young. Anyone who's that young, unless you're something like meteoric, like an unbelievable talent, you've got to be batting at 5 or 6, 4 at most, even in T20s. And that's why, like, when we looked at England, like Dan Lawrence, when they tried to shift him into 3, it was like the worst decision possible. He's so young, he's so inexperienced. As soon as they put him down to 6 or 7, guess what happened? So he started scoring runs again because less pressure on him there, and also it's a lot easier to bat in those positions when you're younger at that point because you can express yourself a lot better and a lot easier. So yeah, I'd use him as a finisher. I think even though he scored 50 on his debut for Pakistan at 3 in England, yeah, that showed his talent, but now there's pressure on him to perform well. That's the thing. At that point, there wasn't pressure because it was his debut. No one really expected him to do anything. He scored runs. Now there's that pressure. He played quite well in the PSL as a 5, so I'd have him at 5 in the T20 side, and that kind of sorts it because then you can have Barber at 3, which is where he should probably be anyway. He shouldn't really be opening, personally. Let's have a look. Horace just says, oh, sorry, Red Fly says even. Horace says, I think Jadeja is just too good a finisher and failed to leave out. Yeah, I agree. He's just a good all-round cricketer, isn't he, Jadeja? That's the thing. And Red Fly says Jadeja plus Pandya finishing is OP. Oh, fantastic shot from Bandara, but straight to the sweeper, straight to the sweeper. 116 for 4 off 18.4 overs. Come on, guys, come on, Sri Lanka. This is the time, and they're just not. Gotta take risk. Got six wickets in hand. They've why are they not trying to go big? It's almost like it's okay. We'll get to like 120. We can defend it. No, come on, guys, come on. 6 wickets in hand. Why are they not accelerating here? McCoy's running in. Got to go big. Tries to go down the ground. Again, though, straight to the fielder. You just got. Unless that, I would never normally say this, but that needs to be in the air. Needs to be trying to hit sixes here. At this stage of the innings, you have to. And you got 6 wickets in hand. Like, where the risk being taken? It's not really a risk, is it, to just punch it down the ground for a single? I don't know. It's just not good decision making. Young Lampo says also Ira is not bad. That guy's just stretching it. This guy makes a few low scores, and everyone slates him because of the pressure. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing is, I've seen him, and there was a lot of hype around him, wasn't there? Because his timing is supposed to be exquisite, and he was seen as like someone who could replicate. I mean, I don't know if anyone will be able to replicate what Kohli's done after him, anyway. But as in, the type of ability he has. Back to this, only 7 runs off that. 118 for 4. 19 overs gone. Sri Lanka, they need a big last over. They need like a 20 run over here, I would say. I said 135. They'd be lucky to get that. Like, they need 17 then. Young Lampo says we need to treat our youngsters better, especially when they have such massive talent. I think that can be said for not just for India, but for Pakistan and for a lot of countries, to be fair. You've got to really look after the pastoral care needs to be there for younger players in all countries because, unfortunately, young careers can get ruined if they're not looked after properly. The confidence is a huge thing. Darren Bravo. Imagine if Darren Bravo was bowling this final over, he'd get slapped. Dwayne Bravo, DJ Bravo coming on, Mr. Champion, and that is a very interesting slow ball, and it's a full toss, and it's paddled down to 45. So some interesting. That was 70 kilometers per hour. 70. That's like a slow off spinner. He is crazy, but it works for him. Harshasha said, I had heard of him, but forgot him until he was back in the Pakistan team. I mean, I think he's talking about Mohammad Rizwan. Red fly true. I think he's talking about Jadeja and Pandya finishing. Charles says, so there's this mystery spinner called Varun Chakraborty. He has been intentionally kept away from public sight by his coaches. Doesn't play domestic cricket. Directly gets into IPL with loads of money. What the flip? Why? Bizarre. What a shot from Band. Wow. What a shot. Now that's what we need. That's a huge six from Bandara. And he should have been doing that about 2 overs ago. But anyway, let's have a look. This time, Dwayne Bravo tries to go for the Yorker, the in-swing Yorker actually. Gets it wrong. It's in the slot. And that's a huge six. He loves hitting shots with one knee on the floor, this Bandara. But that's 84 meters back. So that's a six in any stadium. That's an absolutely huge six. They need more of this, man. 125 for 4 deliveries left. Guys, I'm going to get to all these comments. Keep them coming because in the intermission, we'll have a bit of time and we can discuss all of this, actually. I'm interested. I'm looking at some of these comments and there's some fantastic stuff to get through, actually. So I'm looking forward to it. Also, this mystery spinner, why are they keeping him away? Why is he not playing domestic cricket? How's he going to improve? That's what I want to know. Oh, again, that slap down the ground. That's going to be 4 runs. That's a really, really good shot. Fantastic shot from Mandara. He's now 43 off 33. It's 1, 6, and 4. And Dwayne Bravo, he's normally exceptional, isn't he? Again, tries to go. This time it's with an off cutter. But again, it's just length. And he just goes down the ground big, does Bandara. And it's 1, 6, and 4. So 11 off this over so far. 3 balls remaining. They're 129. Come on, Sri Lanka. Get to 140. Come on. Give us something to watch for the chase. Give us something good to watch. Oh, he tries to go big again. This time goes very leg side of the ball. Bandara hits himself on the helmet like this. Like he says, I'm stupid. He's like, you know what? You know when you do something silly and you just want to hit yourself for it. That's what he just did there. He's like, silly, I'm so stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, it's classic. Absolutely classic from Bandara. Not happy with himself. Completely misses the ball. A dot ball vital for West Indies here. But 2 balls remaining. Come on, can we see 2 sixes? That's what I want. 6-6, please. Come on. Same the field. I hate it when they do this at the end. There's 2 balls remaining. Why are they faffing about with the field so much? Yeah, the field is important, but just sorting out the field doesn't take 5 minutes to do. Come on. There you go. Come on, Dane Bravo. Come on. There you go. He's jogging it in. It's the champion. That's in the slot. Come on, that's got to be 4 runs. He hasn't got all of that. He's towed that. Only a single. Come on, Chandimal. 130 for 4. 1 ball remaining in this innings. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go. Chandimal is 53 or 45 here. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what's a Yorker? We managed to squeeze that way, Chandimal. There's only a single. 1-3-1 for 4. Come on. Didn't even get the score that I predicted, which I thought was. Well, obviously, I overestimated Sri Lanka's ability here. That's still, look, it's still defendable. It really is. Because if Sri Lanka's spinners bowl like they did in the last Test match, then that last Test match, the last T20 even, I was going to say ODI, in the last T20, then it's going to be damn hard. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see. It's going to be an intriguing chase. Right, let's get to all of these comments and questions. We've got quite a few. Yeah, that's interesting about this mystery spinner. Red Fly says, Young Lamppost, bro, there are way better youngsters than Aya. Go watch Aya's so-called good innings. He only hits a few sixes against crap bowling. Otherwise, he fails. I think the thing is, and this is what I said about the IPL to a degree, I guess maybe back in the day more so. Nowadays, they've probably got better bowlers, but you got to look at maybe who's playing, who's not, etc. as well. But it depends. I think maybe you've got to look at it a lot more. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Young Lampo says, I haven't seen most of his innings. Red Fly, you're massively stretching. Oh, I have seen most of his innings, sorry. Massively stretching it. Not many Indian players can consistently make over 500 runs consistently in an IPL season. Interesting. Fair enough. Harsasha says, Hafiz, would he be in your T20 World Cup team? Yeah, 100%. I really want Shajir in the squad, man, at least. Some days I wake up, Horace, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. No, you know what? You guys have caught me at a really strange time in the evenings. I get a bit weird. But I'm going to try not to be too weird because then I might lose all my subscribers. No, I'm joking. I will try and be normal-ish. But yeah, Shajil Khan, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, you know what? That's great. He should be in the side. And then sometimes I wake up and I'm like, you know what? He's going to get out for a duck every single innings. Or he's just going to be so hit and miss. He's got to be consistent. I think that kind of sums up what he's like at the moment. 100 here, a duck there. It's too much. Like he's really got to be consistent. That's another shame about the PSL because I do think we are missing a opener. And Fuckers and Shajir Khan are in obviously the conversation, but I'd like someone else, someone a bit more solid. I don't know if we have that, and that's why Bob Razum opens. But he should really be at 3. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping we can get it sorted before the World Cup. Horace says, we gave Amr a chance. Why not Shajil? Yep, go on over that. Young Lampo says, as with Jadeja, he's one of the best T20 all-rounders in the world. We can't drop him. His batting is so much better in the last 5 years. Beast finisher, and he's a quality bowler. He just had one bad IPL season. Yeah, and again, and you guys are going to hate me for saying this, but IPL is not everything. So if he's performing well at the T20 in the international arena. That's all that matters when it comes to the T20 World Cup, doesn't it? So that's what I would say anyway. But I think the IPL to a degree, I think this year will have a bit more of a bearing because the conditions obviously are going to be very, very similar, if not the same, as the World Cup. So that clearly will help people select some players, I think, for that. I don't think it'll be the be all and end all, but it'll definitely have more of a bearing. Red Fly 444 says, or maybe they can play Tawatia over Chahal. Tawatia's bowling is almost as good as Chahal's, and he can smash the ball. Yeah, he can bat, can't he? I've heard about him. For some reason, Varun Chakravarti doesn't seem like a cricketer. He looks like a dodgy character. Crack up. I like Chakravarti. He plays for my team, KKR. He was good in the IPL. I think he got a 5 for 2. Fair enough. Red fly, literally rolling on the floor. Dodgy guy cracks me up. Young Lampo says, I don't know what kind of conspiracy theory those guys are talking about, but Varane, I'm going to just call him Varane, made it into the IPL after being the leading wicket taker in VJ Hazard domestic competition. Fair enough. Okay. Didn't know that. Again, I don't know. Red Fly says, Haris Usher, true, I remember that. Yeah, I don't. But thank you. Thank you. Charles says, Young, I've certain he does not play any form of cricket except for IPL in India. That's swag. Oh, really? Metro Gamer says 131. Yeah, indeed. I don't know if that's probably not enough. But I said that last T20, and then Sri Lanka's spinners just spun the hell out of West Indies and made them dizzy. Chandamal struggled though. Bandara well finished off decently. Yeah, Chandamal got a 50, but he almost played like an anchor role. I'm just like, I don't know. Interesting, anyway. Very interesting stuff. Chandamal is not a T20 player, I think, even though he scored a 50 here. I mean, if you're going to have him in there, you can't have him and Matthews, I'd say. You have to have one or the other because neither seems to want to score quickly. Both are the old T20 players. Like Matthews was so good when he first. Do you remember when Matthews used to open the bowling with Malinga in the T20 World Cup? Like that's what he used to do, and then he used to bat in like 6 or 5, and he'd bat well. But I feel like he's played so much Test cricket nowadays that has. I think he struggles to go through the gears. If I'm being honest with you, Matthews. And the game has definitely improved since then, and he doesn't have those shots like your paddles or your sweeps or your 360 shots, and you kind of need that because a player like him, he's not a huge power hitter, Andrew Matthews. So then you need to develop your game, and he hasn't, unfortunately. I'd say him and Chandamal. Guys as well in the chat, thank you everyone for joining. Please do remember, you know what I'm going to say, like this video. Thank you very much, and also subscribe if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have, but if you haven't, please remember to do so because it really does help. And you're legends. Thank you very much for doing so. Let's go through all these comments. Harsha says, yeah, but you've seen the partnership. One goes on to score big. Barbara and Shajil, he allows Barbara to play his way. Yeah, maybe. I know you're saying because of Karachi Kings, but I don't know. Natural Gamer says, it seems the convo has gone from Sri Lanka versus West Indies to IPL and PSL, lol. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those things, Magical Gamer. Like the chat just does what it wants, man. I'm not in control. I'm just a puppet. I'm just a puppet, aren't I? And I'm like the puppet master. Well, these guys are the puppet masters, and they're just pulling my strings. Just having a look at that 5th wicket partnership, 85 from 66. And Bandara looked good. I think it's his debut. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is his debut. West Indies bowled supremely well, though, especially. I thought McCoy bowled really well. Dwayne Bravo got hit a little bit at the end, but he's always so good. I mean, just having a look at some of those flipping, I don't know, some of those slower balls in the slot from Dwayne Bravo, it's just amazing because normally when it's in the slot, any bowler that bowls in the slot will get hit. But he just doesn't seem to be able to. And it's just because he's so clever. I mean, he's bowling basically off spin at 70 kilometers per hour for some deliveries, and the next ball will be at like 85 miles per hour, so which is like 100. So he goes from 70 kilometers per hour to 135 which is like unbelievable stuff. Young Lampo says Tawati is not good as Chahal red fly. What are you talking about? Chahal is top tier in T20 and IPL level, one of the best bowlers. Why is some Indian international always getting slandered? Lol. Just having a look at the wickets here, and I'll come back to this. Dick Weller, oh come on, man! Like some of these dismissals are just poor, like absolute, just so poor. Matthews one was really poor. Let's have a look. Nasanka, oh come on, man, off the back foot, and he just punched that down the ground straight to long off. That's poor. Matthews as well. Like I said to you guys earlier, caught in two minds. Unfortunately, didn't know where to go backwards or forwards, but it was good bowling from McCoy because he bowled a really good length where he wasn't sure whether to come backwards or forwards, and it was across him as well, and he didn't know whether to play or not. And then he's caught in test match mode where he's thinking I can probably leave, and then he's thinking no, I'm going to play at this, and then eventually he just kind of half-heartedly plays it. Anyway, let's go into this. Young Lampo says Sri Lanka spinners could never be counted out. 100%. I counted them out. The last, well, I didn't count them out, but I said, look, the score they got because the openers had got 90. I think they were 90 for naught off 10 or 11 overs, and they made such a good platform for Sri Lanka on the second T20. Then they just proceeded to collapse really through the rest of the innings even. But the score they had, even though it wasn't amazing, it was more than 131. Even though it wasn't incredible, the spinners, Hasaranga and Dhananjaya, and like just all the spinners came together and just tied down West Indies big time. West Indies have such a good batting on it though, so much power. So let's see. I mean, they've got a lot of talent in there. Elvin Lewis looks a fantastic prospect. I say prospect, he's played a few matches now, hasn't he? And also Lendl Simmons, wise head, but he's still a really good player. What do you guys think of Chris Gayle at 3, by the way? Because I saw him bat at 3 in the PSL, and I thought to myself, hold on, how come he's batting at 3? Because he's opened, right, throughout the whole of his career, really, in the shorter formats. And I thought to myself, okay, they're probably telling him to bat 3, but I don't think they were. I think he wants to bat 3 because he's batting at 3 for the West Indies as well now. They've got Simmons and Lewis, and then he's coming in at 3. So I want to know what you guys think of him batting at 3. I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference in the short format, but it does make some difference. So let me know what you guys think of that. Matchel Gamer says true in terms of the Sri Lankan spinners never being counted out. I agree. He said, I felt Hasaranga needs to bat. Yeah, Hasaranga, I mean, he'll give it a smash. He'll just come out and he'll try and hit boundaries. Hasaranga, he's very capable. I mean, he's got a Test 50 to his name in his first Test match as well. But in the LPL, he got runs and wickets. He's a really good, very capable, shorter format player, Hasaranga. I was really impressed with him in the Lanka Premier League as well. And he played really well in the Test matches and has played well so far in this T20 series. Red Fly says, Young Lampos, love my ass off. Tawatia bowling is so underrated. Watch the next couple of years. He will be one of the best India T20 players. Fair enough. Young Lampo says, but West Indies will be hurting from the last game, and every one of their bats can change the game. Yeah, they've got, I mean, their batting lineup up until 7 is, I think, up until 8 actually, because the list they had on the second T20, they had Dwayne Bravo at 8, which he didn't come in at 8, but he was at 8. So they can bat up until 8, and any one of those guys can get a quick 20, 30, or go on to get 50. So that's how good the lineup is for West Indies. Medical Gamer says, yes, certainly all Sri Lanka need is wickets, 100%. They need early wickets, I'd say. Put pressure on West Indies straight away, that's what they'll need. Young Lampo says, could be Red Fly. He's a good youngster, but he isn't as good right now or close to what you're saying is wrong. That's all I'm saying. Fair enough. Young Lampo says, yeah, exactly, Magical Gamer. Fair enough. Reno Joseph, hello. Thanks, Reno. Thanks very much for joining. She says, hello. Hello very much. Magical Gamer says, well, looking at the last partnership, looks decent. 85-66. Yeah, it was. It was. Magical Gamer says, hello, Reno Joseph. Thoughts about Sri Lanka's score? Below par, I would say. 132 runs needed from 120 balls, 6.6 per over needed. Red Fly says, when West Indies T20 team is firing on all cylinders, it's tough for anyone to beat them. And that's why they are the reigning T20 champions, isn't it? Seriously, don't discount them, man. People have forgotten. Don't forget. Just listen to Dwayne Bravo's song, Champion, Champion, Champion. I don't know the rest of it, to be honest with you. You guys are going to have to tell me or fill in the blanks. But it's Champion, and then he mentions that like Michelle Obama's a champion and someone else. Lots of people are champions. What a legend, right? What a legend. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, so I just like chucking in the champion song when I hear Dwayne Bravo or West Indies are playing because I just think it's iconic. Young Lampo says the Sri Lankan team looks so poor from a mindset point of view. Even in the England tests, all of them lost wickets in the worst way. Seems to be issues from a coaching level and temperament. So I talked about this a lot during that series. It's an interesting one. A lot of the wickets that were really poor were to Dom Bess. I actually think that they underestimated him because he's not a fantastic bowler. I just think they took advantage of the fact that he isn't a great bowler and just thought we can just go after him, played some really, really rash shots, and they just got made to pay because even an average spinner like Dom Bess will look amazing in Gaul on those types of wickets. And I mean, to be honest with you, in saying that, a lot of the wickets were like long hops and they were hitting it straight to point. So it was just ridiculous. I just think, or try to play reverse sweeps when you're number 11 or number 10 to a straight delivery and get cleaned up. It was crazy stuff. It was seriously absolutely crazy. I've never seen batting like that. And if you look at the top six, it's so experienced for Sri Lanka, especially in test matches. It's just bizarre. It's just really, really bizarre. I don't know though. I don't know. I don't know whether it's a coaching thing. I just think it was one of those series where I'll look back and think, what the heck were we doing? But if it happens again, then I think you can definitely blame the coaching or temperament of the players because then it looks like actually it's a case of that. As the batsmen come out, I'm really excited about Alvin Lewis, by the way. I think he's a top talent. Reno Joseph says, Magical Gamer thought thought it'd be a lower score. Then again, oh, hold on. Who's opening up here? Is it Danjaya? Would have liked to see. Yeah, it is Danjaya. By the way, guys, I asked this question, so if you did hear this before, I apologize. But for those who haven't, Danjaya obviously in the first T20, right? He he got a hat trick and then got hit for six sixes. Would you rather neither of those things happen as a bowler, or you get a hat trick and you get hit for six sixes? Can you let me know? I'm really interested to know what you think. Reno says, then again, would have liked to have seen a higher total for this encounter. Anyway, Sri Lanka can tie down the Windies with their spin attack. 100% agree. Young Lampo says, Chris Gale at 3 can work. As Danjaya comes in, that's a really good shot. That's a cracking shot from Alvin Lewis. What a shot. This is what I mean. This boy's got talent. This boy has got talent. Off the back foot, oh, mate, what a shot. Off the back foot and just full face of the bat, square drive, just behind point. That's a really, really good shot. Let's have a look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Beautiful. What a shot. That's what you want to see. And you can play that shot in any format. Just transcends the format. That's the type of shot you like to see. Sorry, Jan Lampos was saying Chris Gale at 3 can work. It works in IPL, but you need players at least as good as him opening. Otherwise, just a waste because you need your best guys facing the most balls. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You need to protect him then, I guess, is what you want to do. Let's have a look. Danjaya coming in to the lefty. They brought him on because for Lewis, Danjaya is interesting, by the way, because at first I thought he was an off spinner, but then he can also bowl leg spin. He bowls both. And it's not like, he's an off spinner who bowls googlies. No. He genuinely bowls leg spin or off spin. So it just depends. Oh, that's huge. That's huge from Alvin Lewis. That's a 6. And this is a fantastic start from the West Indies. Just rocks on the back foot. It's a shorter ball from Danjaya. Quite poor. Alvin Lewis rocks on the back foot and pulls him away for 6 towards the mid-wicket boundary. And This kid is powerful. This kid is exciting. Neil Joseph says wanted Galen Lewis to open and Simmons at 3. Okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, that could work, I guess. Well, hold on. Tangier coming in. Oh, that could be out, you know. Oh, is that going down leg? It might be too high as well. Caught him on the back leg. Yeah, they're not gonna go upstairs for that one. But better bowled from Tangier. Red Fly says I think the World T20 final will be India versus West Indies. Even though I'm an India fan, wouldn't mind seeing West Indies retain the title. That's a really, really big shout. What do you guys think about that? A lot of people are discounting West Indies. I think they're one of the dark horses going into it. I'd say them and you know what? Don't count Sri Lanka out in turning conditions. That's all I'm going to say. Sri Lanka are a good tournament team as well. Real Joseph says, but Coach Phil said, I love that, Coach Phil. That's joke. I love that, Renal. Coach Phil. I'm going to use that. Said Gale needs time since it worked. Needs time since it worked in franchise cricket. Okay, I like that. Achar Shah says, one fine day, all the T20 bowlers meet up and vow to never watch Final Destination Hunger Games. Why? Fiction shouldn't be this close to reality. That's the impromptu comic in me. Lol. Very good. Very good. 11 for naught off 1 over. Let's update the scorecard as Chamira comes in. This guy can bowl wheels. This is what we want to see. Come on. He'll get slapped though, first ball. Yep, I said it. I said he'd get slapped first ball. As soon as I said he was going to bowl wheels, he got slapped first ball. Look at that. I told you so. I told you. As soon as he started running in, I just knew it. Too loose. Shallow down the leg side and well, what does Lendl Simmons says? Lendl Simmons says, thank you very much. Snuck it around the corner. 4 runs. Thank you very much for that. And as Wasim Akram would say, easy pickings. Easy pickings. I will get to the comments. Keep them coming. I just want to have a look at this as Chamira runs in. Oh, let's see how quick is he bowling. 140 Ks. I like that. Anyway, good one, Anchala. I like it. Like it a lot. Haris Rocha says, did you see Isra Adesanya lost some fight before that someone got disqualified? Horace, man, you got to keep it relevant. This is not the boxing forum, and I don't even cover UFC. No, I didn't. I did see it, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't cover UFC. Also, I'm not. I'm a very big casual. Boxing, though, obviously, I do cover UFC. No point even talking to me about it because I barely know much about it, to be honest with you. Red Fly says Haris Arshad Adesanya got manhandled in the last 2 rounds by the Polish guy. Yeah, he did, man. I mean, he's too small for that weight, isn't he? That's what I'd say. He needs to go back down, which I think he said he is going to. Reno says dancehall music. It is. Yeah, I like that. Young Lamppost. The thing is, though, Best is not international level spinner right now, even in golf. No, he's not, man. Of course he's not. He's an England Lions bowler. That's where he should be playing at the moment. And I've said this like multiple times in so many videos, and I'll stick to it. If you bowl a full toss, a pitch doesn't have a chance to interact and spin the ball, so it's just poor from the back. Yeah, I mean, and the long hops that he bowls as well are just poor. Anything short, you can rock back on the back foot and pull and cut away. It doesn't matter if it spins a mile. And yeah, as you said, full tosses, you're just not utilizing the surface. So it doesn't matter if it's turning square. He's just too inconsistent, unfortunately, at the moment. Young Lampard says no hat trick and 6 sixes and just 2 economical overs because run rate too important in these games. Pressure builds for the other batsmen and wickets win matches, but 6 sixes changes the momentum, which is worse. Young Lampard says in that game, 6 sixes was like 10 runs over a 1 out of 3 of the score. It was like a 1/3 of the score. Hold on. As Elvin Lewis goes big, he tries to go big and gets a big outside edge, but gets fortunate as deep backward point runs round. 17 for naught off 1.4 overs. Elvin Lewis is looking to go quickly here, looking to go big. The intent's there. Let's see if he pulls it off and gets some big runs. And he says that's game changing. Yeah, I get you. I'm the same as well, to be fair. I'm just interested because obviously a hat trick is still an incredible achievement. Do you think we'll ever see someone I mean, surely this will not happen again, where you have someone who gets a hat trick in one over and then the next over they get hit for six sixes. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, how does that happen? It's just crazy. Only in T20 cricket, as Lendl Simmons, or did he say? Oh, did he say with the fielder? Yes, he does. Really good fielding. Lendl Simmons just runs that down the third man. Really good fielding. It's from Danjaya, who's got his cap on sideways, like one of those rappers in like the 70s or 80s. Well, it's not sideways, it's like diagonal. Quite funny, I like that. Blast from the past. Harasosha says, I think it will be a Pakistan versus England final. So we have India versus West Indies and Pakistan versus England. So very different views here. Charles says, who spends the most time? Ooh, very good. Simmons' timing is really good. You know that he hardly hits the ball. And when I mean that, so you know someone's got good timing because what happens is there's not a huge amount of backswing, and it just looks effortless. And Lendl Simmons has that. He's got that. You know that. He's got that in abundance. Just there, he just little turn of the wrist, full face the bat, and it just absolutely it just ran away straight to deep mid wicket so quickly, and you just think this guy's got timing. And it's like when you play club cricket and you bowl a delivery to someone, and it's a forward defensive, and it pings off as a forward defensive straight to mid on and mid off, and you just think, okay, this guy's got timing. But let's see. Um, Charles says, who spends most of the time on the crease of anyone on the England cricket team? The woman who irons their cricket whites. Oh God, our child man. You can tell that it's in the middle of the morning, middle of the night for you because these jokes. Some people might find it funny. I don't think they're quite hitting the mark for me, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, but I like it. I like it. I like this. I like this. I think the child's a bit like me. When he gets tired, the jokes start coming out, and they can either be hit or miss. And I think for me, they're majority miss, and for Charles, maybe he's got a higher percentage. But let's see. Okay, let's get through these. Usher says Windies to win. I think they're in a good position for sure. Achar Low. Reno Joseph says yes. What I need to see often from the Windies is to rotate strike. 100%. Yeah, I agree with you, Reno. 100%. I think, and this is with all T20 cricket. I think the best T20 players are not necessarily the guys who are hitting sixes and fours, the most boundaries necessarily. It's the guys who can hit boundaries but can also rotate the strike. So they're clever enough to say, okay, I've just hit a six there. The next delivery, actually, that's a pretty good delivery. Okay, but I'm not going to dot up. I'm going to look at the field and see how can I manipulate a field. Where are the gaps? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to nerdle the ball into the gap for a single, rotate the strike, and give the bowler something different to look at. Oh, unlucky. That was a really good effort in the field there, and a really good shot from Alvin Lewis. He's looking good here. He's looking really, really good. But yeah, that's what you need to do. And Reno makes a really good point. Unfortunately, West Indies, similar to some of the Pakistani players as well, to be honest with you, and other other players from other countries, they get so fixated on power hitting, which is great, and you need that in T20 cricket. But you also got to be clever, and cricket IQ is something that, to a degree, like you can work on your batting as much as you want, but it's just an understanding of a game and a scenario and a situation. And by manipulating, especially like in this situation, Lendl Simmons and Alvin Lewis, they're a right hand, left hand combination. If the bowler's bowling well and they still manage to knock the ball around for six singles, the bowler's just like, what the hell? Like, I have to keep on adjusting my line and length, and I have to keep on thinking about what I'm going to bowl to different bowlers, to have different tactics for different batsmen, right? So it just everything changes, and that's where the loose balls come in as well. Even when you have two righties or two lefties, again, the tactics are different for different batsmen. So you got to make sure that the bowling team are always under pressure, and the only way to do that is by keeping the scoreboard ticking along. Anyway, sorry for talking so much about that, but I just thought it's really important for sure. I think even in T20 cricket, it's so important. Reno says, Ushered, hello to you. Reno, hello, hope you're well. I'm sure. Oh, let's have a look at this. 26 for naught off 3 overs. West Indies need 106 off 102, so firmly in control here so far anyway, West Indies. But a wicket or two, and we're looking at a very, very interesting match. And that's a really, really good shot from Alvin Lewis. Crunches that into cover, but it's a really good stop. Fly 444 says, hey, Astrid, used to seeing you on your Cricket for Us account. Bruno says, yes, I am. Thank you. Hope you're the same. Hello, yes, me too. Just thought I'd make an appearance from this too long. Do you think a team will score 350 in a T20 match eventually? What? This? Whoa. Red Fly, has a team scored 300 yet? Before you said 350, has a team scored 300 yet in a T20? Have I missed that? Alvin Lewis goes big. Oh, that's a big shot. That's a big boy shot from Alvin Lewis. It's on a length from Chamira, and he's bowling pretty quick here. Alvin Lewis just swings through the line, quick hand, straight over mid-off, and it crashes into the boundary. Let's have a look. Yeah. Just goes, well, thank you for that. Mid-off is up. I'm going to go straight over him, and you give me the pace as well. I'm going to utilise that. And one bounce four crunches into the boundary, as I said. Alvin Lewis he looks like a good talent. How old is Alvin Lewis? He's pretty young, isn't he? But yeah, let me know. Has anyone reached 300 yet? Because Red Fly is talking about 350. I don't think we're going to see 350 for a very long time. Are we even going to see 300? I hope not. I hope damn not. Young Lamppost says, this kind of thing could only happen to the West Indies, Love myself. They are just that kind of destructive, but still a little fragile team. Thing is, more than whacking, West Indies needs someone with temperament here. Yeah, everyone. I think even in T20s, you need one player who's not necessarily an anchor, but someone who just keeps it ticking. And most teams have that. Kane Williamson's a good example, I guess, from New Zealand. Oh, well bowled, but it's scamper for a single. That's good running. See, that's clever, very, very clever cricket from West Indies. They just think, okay, look, I've just missed that, but they're always looking to run there, and you don't want to be taking suicidal runouts, of course, but that wasn't. That's just clever running. Young Lampo says there's a potential weakness of their team, the lack of temperament in some of the players, which can lead to a collapse in the World Cup. Yeah, I agree. I think they've got some younger players in there. They just need to make sure that they are. I don't know. They're just going to make sure that they're being not sensible, but calculated. I always use this phrase, but I stick by it. Calculated aggression is the way forward. Even in T20s, calculated aggression, and that's what I mean. Picking and choosing the balls to hit, balls to just okay. You know what? I'm going to paddle that round the corner for a single, or I'm going to run that down the third man, or I'm just going to, I'm just going to flick it into the leg side to the sweeper for a single after. Because if you think about it, you hit a couple of boundaries, right? So you hit 2 fours, that's 8. If you can even just get 2 more singles from the remaining four balls, that's already 10 from the over. So that's what I mean. And that's not a huge amount of effort needed there. That's pretty standard. Reno says, totally agree with Simmons. He's my favorite player. Yeah, looks really good, man. He looks really, really good. I mean, he's been good for a very long time, but his T20, he's definitely revolutionized himself a little bit as a T20 player, which is something similar to what Hafiz did. And their careers are quite similar if you think about it. Both have played Test cricket, ODI cricket, and T20 cricket for both their countries. And then as they've gone older, they've become like specialized T20 players and very good T20 players as well at that. I mean, Hafiz, in my opinion, is in the top 3 T20 players in the world in the last 2 years. 2 years, I'd say. I mean, the statistics back it up, I think. I could be wrong. But they definitely did a few months back anyway. Young Lampo says, probability-wise, one of the 7 game teams will fire, but if the momentum shifts, it's dangerous. Eager to see if the batsmen are responsible here. Let's see. Usher says, please everyone like the video. Thank you very much. Usher says, also, the best and worst thing about watching the West Indies side is the unpredictability right now. They score huge and win in 13 overs and then get bowled up by Sri Lanka spinners. Yeah, they bowled pretty well though, to be fair. But I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Asher says, "How have you found Hasranga this series? He's bowled really well, and he's batted quite well as well. He's been really really good. Um, he's a fantastic find, I would say, for Sri Lanka. Obviously, they found him in the IPL in the LPL. Sorry, I'm sure he probably will play at IPL even at some point. But yeah, in the LPL, he played really well in the inaugural tournament, and him and Shanaka is now the captain of the T20 side. But as Magical Gamer pointed out to me earlier, he's having visa issues, so we'll see him in the ODIs. But yeah, as Chamir runs in, and that's gone straight up in the air from Simmons. Has it? No, it hasn't. Oh my god, the boundaries in the stadium are tiny because I was pretty sure that had just gone up in the air, and instead it just loops for a couple of bounces and goes down to the fence. So fair enough. He's not got any of that really. I say he's not got any of that. He's got enough, but that's a massive miss. He sliced that really badly. Yeah. And Simmons a bit fortunate there, but he'll take it. Runs are runs. And they're 35 for naught, 3.5 overs here. Sri Lanka desperately need a wicket. They desperately need a wicket. As Chamir runs in. Oh, really, that's a cracking shot from Simmons. Just opens the face of the bat. It's only a single, but it's a really, really good shot. Good shot for a single, as you'd say. Or good shot for one. It's 36 for naught off 4 overs. I'm just going to update the scorecard, then I'll get to all these comments. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. And please do, as Usher said, please do remember to like this video. But also, if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. Subscribing does really help. I don't just say it for the sake of it. And yeah, you're all legends for doing so. I think everyone has. And if you haven't, please do. And yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's get through this. Red Fly says Afghanistan made 280 in a T20 match. What? Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? You're right, they did. But that's not 300, Red Fly. You have to say, first of all, you gotta keep it low. So you gotta ask me, is 300 gonna happen first? Then you can ask me 350. Well, one step at a time, man. 350 that's crazy. You're talking crazy. Talking crazy, Red Fly, but I like it. I like it. You're brave. We like that in here. Usher says, Evan Lewis and Lendl Simmons are such an amazing opening partnership. Yeah, they're explosive, aren't they, Usher? I'd say. Explosive for sure. Hasaranga's on, my boy, the leggy. Not a big turner of the ball, big googly though. And starts off with a full toss and gets spanked for 6. Oh, is he? Did he drop that? Hey? What just happened there? What have I just witnessed? First of all, I thought it was going to be a 6. Then it didn't reach the boundary. I'm pretty sure that's a drop. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. You know that TikTok? Does anyone watch TikTok? You know that song is like, oh no, oh no, oh no, no. That's literally this. But that is terrible cricket all round, by the way. That's a full toss from Hasaranga. Then Lendl Simmons toes that towards Cal Corner. Cal Corner is an absolute dolly, and he drops it and he throws it in. What is going on? That's a big chance, man. And it's an easy chance as well. Lendl Simmons should be back in the pavilion. Hasaranga that was like a Dom Best wicket nearly. If that was a wicket, that was almost a Dom Best wicket because it was a full toss. Oh, they're appealing for that. It's close, but I think that's going down leg side. It's the LBW shout of Elvin Lewis. Oh, I can't believe that, man. Absolute crazy stuff. I can't believe that drop, seriously. And just the way as well, like such poor cricket all round. A full toss to start off with, and then Evan Lewis goes, Lendl Simmons goes, yeah, go on. I'll try and hit that. And he should be hitting that for 6, but he toes it straight to Cal Corner. Cal Corner just goes, oh, hold on. Yeah, easy catch. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I dropped it. And he drops it so casually as well. He doesn't even drop it and throw it in and think, oh, damn. You see people get really annoyed. He wasn't. He just threw it in and was like, oh, yeah. I was like, no. That's poor. That's really, really poor. And it might cost them. It might cost them very dearly here. Young Lampo says this isn't a baseball red fly. I love myself. If anything like that is close to happening consistently, they'd probably start making pitches more bowler friendly worldwide. Yeah, I mean they should be doing that anyway. To be honest, in my opinion, that's why I don't really mind the game that's scored like this as long as it's going to be close. I'm kind of not a massive fan of the 200 plus scores, but it's kind of what you like to be honest with you. They've reviewed that, which is a really poor review because it's pitch outside leg, as I said it would. But anyways, each to their own, I guess. But yeah, I think pitches nowadays are very batsman friendly because there's just people just want to see fours and sixes. A lot of people, but there's a rhetoric I think around that. Why don't we want to see stumps flying out the ground as well? I think that's a conversation for another day potentially. But yeah, an interesting one. Reno says I should. Yep. Also, Charles and Fletcher on their day. Yeah, Johnston, Charles, and he's giving that one out. Hasaranga, Wanindu, Hasaranga. Come on, boy. That's a big one. Oh, and Lewis walks off, so he knows he's gone. He knows it. Hasaranga. Lendl Simmons got a reprieve, but Lewis doesn't here because that. Let's have a look at the replay. Well bowled. The revs on the ball you can see, and it's plumb. It's just the one that goes straight onto the slider. Traps him plumb in front. Hitting middle stump, probably halfway up. Evan Lewis, unfortunate. Well, I say he's unfortunate. Probably shouldn't be getting out of Abu Dhabi, but it's really well bowled. And he has to depart 21 for 18. So Sri Lanka now in the game. That's what I'd see. Usher says, I would hope that, but cricket is such a batting friendly game. Yeah. Crazy. Usher says, Reno, that's so true. Those two for me should be in the side as their first choice openers. Whoa, really? No disagreement there. They should. Also, Charles and Fletcher, who has opened in 2016 World Cup, should be backups in case. Yeah, interesting. How is that cricket for us, Usher or not? Yep. Oh, nice. Okay, fair enough. Reno says, yeah, as you said, these two are there to stay for the World Cup. Great combo for Windies. Yeah, just having a look at the DRS, so it was hitting nice off stump. Okay, I got a bit excited. I said the middle of. I said halfway up middle stump, but I was wrong. Apologies. Red Flyer 444 says I was just asking for fun. It'd be crazy if someone got 300 in T20 and 600 in ODI. Lol. Yeah, I don't. Has anyone scored 500 in ODI? Red Flyer, man, you're getting excited, man. You're getting excited. What's going on? Have you had a lot of caffeine? I think you're on a mad one, aren't you? I like it though. Gale here, or just flicks that universe boss, flicks it into the leg side. I like that. He's notoriously pretty slow now, isn't he? Chris Gale. To start off with, the first 6 to 10 balls, he's pretty slow, and then after that, he's like, that's it, time to tee off. And it can go one or two ways. But he batted really well on the PSL, to be fair to him. And I think he had a good IPL from what you guys are saying as well. So, and good on him for cutting the PSL short and then coming to play West Indies. Seriously, good on him. I like it. I like it a lot. It's 38 for 1 off 5 overs. I shall update the scorecard. Let's have a look here. Right, okay. Yeah, red flyer. Okay, this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to ask you a question. In ODIs, has any team scored 500? Because I feel like you're jumping the gun here with these huge scores. The 300 in T20, I can get on board with. That. I think that probably will happen because, as you said, a team scored 280. The 600 in ODIs is crazy talk. We've seen 400 in ODIs. So I think what we need to ask is, are we going to see 500 in ODIs first? And then we can have a discussion. But I love this. Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy. 4s and 6s flying everywhere. It'd just be absolute hell for a bowler. Look, imagine the figures after a team scoring like 300 in T20. Flipping heck. Like, who wants to be a bowler nowadays, hey? Horace says, oh no. Yeah, exactly. Horace knows it. Yes, I like that, man. I like it a lot. Really good. Solid 4 defensive from the universe boss. That's what we like. Look at that solid. You shall not pass. No LBW for you, says Chris Gale. Usher says, I never thought we would get 400 in ODI or a player get 200 in ODI, so possible but unlikely. Yeah, 200 in an ODI, I wasn't that surprised by. I mean, it's still an incredible achievement, but I wasn't like hugely surprised about it. The 400 more so. Is that crazy? I guess that's pretty crazy. But yeah, 39 for 1 of 5.2 overs. Lendl Simmons with his cap on. You know what? I'm always too afraid to bat with the cap on. Even when the spinners on, I should just do it, man. It's funny because when you're younger in the UK, you're not allowed to bat without a helmet until you're 18. So, but nowadays, like I'm not 18 anymore, but I'm so used to doing it. I'd always wear a lid for the seamers, but as soon as the spinner comes on, man, just gotta chuck it off, get a cap on. You know what I don't like is people who don't wear a cap or a helmet. I think it looks really village, and even some of the pro players do it. Nah, man, your hair shouldn't be out, or your or your bald head shouldn't be out anyway. Your bald head or your hair should not be out when you're batting. Get a cap on it or a helmet. Either's fine. Oh, that's a cracking shot from Lendl Simmons. Just times the heck out of that. Clears the front foot. Proper T20 shot there. Just swings and swings hard. Quick hands through the ball. And it's almost like an arrow down the ground there. Let's have a look. Yeah. Just carts that down the ground. Just too straight from mid off. Unlucky. All right, let's have a look here. True. I just love speculating crazy possibilities, even if they may never happen. Yeah, I know. I can tell, and that is huge from Lendl Simmons. Lendl Simmons is starting to tee off here. Reno is doing the job. He's doing a job. Let's have a look at that replay. Come on, showing the replay. BT Sport. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's too short from Dallinger, and he just rocks on the back foot, pulls him away for 6. The boundaries are small as well. As a spinner, you got to be spot on here. Usher says, Fazan, your boy, getting wickets. Yeah, Hasaranga, my boy. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful from Lendl Simmons. This time, he rocks on the back foot, but it's not just a hoik for 6. It's a 4, right? But he just rocks on the back foot and just punches it through the covers. Beautiful. Joe Root-esque. That's just a great shot. Seriously. I could watch that all day. 53 for 1 off 6 overs. And that's a big over as well. 15 off it. Good stuff from West Indies. And West Indies firmly in control, guys. Firmly in control, aren't they? Doing a good job, that's for sure. Red Fly says Universe Boss. Yes, Universe Boss is in. He's in for sure. Reno says Gale is in. Gale the Boss is in. And the power play has been signalled once again. Hasaranga 1 for 2 off his first over. See what you can do. Let's have a look. Usher says Red Fly only in video games as Hasaranga runs in, and he's trying to target the pads of Gale. Gale has been suspect to LBWs recently, so that might be why. Red Fly says Usher technically. Oh my god, carnage! I'm gonna have a look at this comment in a second because this is crazy stuff. As Gale just punches that down the ground for an easy, leisurely single. Good stuff. Usher technically 1,800 is possible on ODI if you score a 6 on every ball. So 600 is a piece of cake, logic law. Yeah, because you can hit a 6 every third ball, and that gives you 600. Nah, man, just Red Fly. Just no, come on, please, no. I never want to see a score of 500 in my lifetime, an ODI. I just think it's too much, man. It's too much. You know what? It's funny because before the World Cup here in the UK, I was thinking to myself, we could see some absolutely monstrous scores in this World Cup. I genuinely thought that. I genuinely thought we could see some ridiculous scores here. And then next thing you know, Like people getting bowled out for 200. And I'm like, what? And it's because the pitches were they had something for the bowlers, right? Hold on. Oh, what is Lendl Simmons doing? And you know what? This completely sums it up from Renal. No, why did Simmons just do that? What is he doing? Why is he just ridiculous? You know what? It's fine to run down the track like that if you end up if it pays off. If it doesn't, you just look so silly. And he's looked really, really stupid there. His head's up in the air. That's you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of it just reminds me of Shai Freedy when Shai Freedy's banging rubbish, which is most of the time, to be honest with you. To be fair, 53 for 2 off 6 overs. I think it's actually more than that, but I need to get a scorecard. Lendl Simmons, man, my boy. Not just my boy, it's Reno's boy as well. Come on, what's he doing? I should say Simmons is a beast. He was until he got out. Yes, happy so far. A lovely shot by Simmons. Yeah, that back foot drive was just magnificent. Magnifico. Asher says, fun fact, Phil Simmons, Lendl's uncle, smashed Imran Khan for 3 sixes in his first over from him. I like that. Yeah, Phil Simmons, bit of plutonic. Yeah, interesting stuff, isn't it? I wonder, this is quite controversial. Do you think that Phil Simmons was a big reason as to why Lendl Simmons got recalled? Let me know what you think. Red Flyer says England actually got 480 in an ODI against Australia, which is crazy. Yeah, that happened quite recently, I think, as well. And people were like, oh, they might chase this. And I was like, this is such a flat deck. Like, can you please put out something that isn't going to just be a road, please? Usher says, clearly they want your boy to take wickets. Yeah, they want my boy to take wickets. Hasaranga is my boy. 2 for 3 off 1.5 overs, and that's why, because he's an absolute legend. Saranga's got skills to pay the bills. Oh, Red Fly says, at least I get to see Poran now. No, because Pollard is in, as Renal's saying. You will get to see Poran, though, I'm assuming. 54 for 2 off 7 overs. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Poran's been really, really disappointing for quite a long time. He's been pretty poor in international. At the international level, he hasn't fulfilled his potential whatsoever. Him and Hetmeyer could go down as one of the 2 most talented players to not do what they should have done for West Indies, in my opinion. Usher says Pollard and Gale, yes. Reno says hope these 2 carry on. Reno, I'm going to be really bad, but I'm just going to say it. I hope that Sri Lanka take more wickets quickly so that we have a game. Sorry, Reno. Red Fly says, guess I have to wait to see Nick Poran, but sending Pollard in is the right move, I think. It's an interesting move, isn't it? It's a very aggressive move because clearly they want Pollard to come in, or Pollard wants himself to come in and score pretty quickly. So let's see. I think they want to try and shut this game down pretty quickly and just say, look, you know what, you think you're in the game here because you've taken a couple of wickets, but you're not, because we're going to score 15, 20 in and over, and the game's going to be gone. And that could happen very easily. But Hasaranga is making a difference here, and Chamira is on now. He's 0 for 15 off 2.1 overs, bowling some wheels. And it's so funny that first ball he bowled, I said he was going to get slapped, and he did. But let's see. 54 for 2 here, and really good stuff from both teams, to be fair, but especially West Indies, I would say. They're still in control. They're still in a very good position, for sure. That's a really, really wide ball from Chamira. Pretty wild from him. And that'll be a wide. Sorry, just keeping hydrated. And I muted myself so you didn't have to hear me gulping, because I'm assuming no one here wants to hear me gulping some water. So I thought I'd mute it. Renal says, Lots okay, make the game more interesting. Yeah, I agree. It would. What is Chamira? Oh, come on. He's trying to bowl a bouncer to Chris Gale, right, Chamira? The first one was he's coming around the wicket, so you've really got to be spot on because he's trying to bowl into his rib cage. The first one is way wide down leg side. Second one, exactly the same thing. What are you doing? Why are you giving away runs for no reason? Come on, man. The pressure's just been made from, or the pressure just started to build because of Hasaranga, and you're just giving away free runs. Sorry, like they're, I don't know, like they're free. They shouldn't be free. There you go. He comes over now, realizing that the error in his ways. He realized the error in his ways and realized that actually I should be coming around the wicket because I've got no control around the wicket. As it seemed, goes back to over the wicket, and that looks a lot better from him. Dot ball and Chris Gale, Universe Boss, is 2 off 7. Pollard 0 off 1. So 2 new batsmen in. Anyone's game. Anyone's game, boys. Let's see how we go. Oh, that's it. Tickled round the corner from Chris Gale. His first runs, really, really good stuff from Chris Gale. Really, really good stuff from Chris Gale. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, that's good. I like that. He just tickles it around the corner, Chris Gale. Doesn't need to do too much there. Just uses the pace of Chimera. He strayed onto the pads of Chris Gale and he just cashes in. Easy. First boundary for him. He's off the mark. 60 for 2 off 7.3 overs. This time it's better bowled, and Chris Gale just punches it to mid-off and jogs a quick single. 61 for 2 off 7.4 overs. Sri Lanka needs some more runs. Well, Sri Lanka needed some more runs, but they definitely need some more wickets here for sure. They really, really do. Hasaranga, I think, might have to do it by himself because no one else seems to want to chip in. Come on. Come on, Chimera, you give me something. Give me a wicket. Don't be selfish. I wonder how well Chris Gale is going to do at the T20 World Cups, actually. Imagine if he just comes out and starts spanking like Mitchell Stark everywhere, like he did to Brett Lee. What was it, in 2009 in the T20 World Cup? That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hit Brett Lee on top of the stadium at the Oval. It wasn't even once, it was like twice in the same over. Absolutely ridiculous. Chris Gale is just, let's just say he's got some epic innings left in him, probably, I would assume. So let's see, but dude can bat. Dude can whack. As Chimera runs in. Oh, no. What is he doing? And Reno has just said it. Pollard. Chiron Pollard is gone. And you know what? The way he's just got out there is very, very similar to Andrew Matthews. Caught in two minds. Just needs to leave that. It's a wide ball. Just leave it. And instead, he's thinking, he's in two minds. The first mind is, should I run it down the third man? Use the pace. The second one is, should I punch it into the offside? Like drive it into the offside. And he's got caught in between. And he's out for a duck. And the captain walks back. And I'll tell you what, West Indies are making a meal out of this. 61 for 3 off 8 overs. And it's not going to be easy from here because, yes, they've got a lot of batting, have West Indies, but the pressure's on. The pressure is on. We says them for a duck. Exactly, yeah. A quacker. He's out for a quacker as well, which is not ideal at all. Not ideal at all. Not ideal one bit. Who's in? Pooran. There you go. Pooran's in. I need to wait now, guys. Pooran is in. He's been in pretty poor form, though. What do you think of Pooran, Reno? I think he's supremely talented, but hasn't really applied himself very well. I've got questions around his cricket IQ potentially as well. Because I feel like if you've got the cricket IQ, you normally improve, or you pretty much start fulfilling your potential. But Nicholas Pooran hasn't really done that at all for me. Chimera getting a little bit of reward for really some loose bit of bowling as Gunatilaka comes on. He bowled pretty well in the last match, Gunatilaka. He's an opener as well. So look at him, lucky boy, opening the batting, getting a bowl as well. He'll be super happy with that, that's for sure. Reno says, yeah, out of form, disappointed from the last 2 games. Yeah, he's playing too much T10 cricket, Reno. He's the captain's one of the T10 teams in Abu Dhabi and scores runs there. I think he played for them last year, won as well. But the T10 tournament's a T10 tournament. Like, come on, Nicholas Pooran. Next, he'll be playing the T5 tournament and won't be playing T20 anymore. Reno says, since the BBL, he was not like himself. Yeah, I agree. He hasn't been particularly good. I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me, am I yawning? 62 for 3 off 8.3 overs. Oh my god, look at his stats. A 0 and an 8. And the 8 was off like 19 balls. He is struggling and struggling badly. Well, that's for sure. And talking of struggling, West Indies is struggling here. And Sri Lanka are putting on a bit of resistance here, which is nice to see. Because we want to see a good contest, and I think this will be. I think this will be 100%. Reno says Hetmeyer's in problems as well. Failed the fitness test twice. Now he's in the test squad. What? He's in the test squad? Did I read that right, Reno? He's playing the test matches. Has he ever played a test match, Hetmeyer? And is he even a test player? Have a look. He's a ridiculously talented player as well. Probably more than Pooran even. He's played 16 tests. Average of 27. He's a bit of a character, isn't he, Hetmeyer? I've heard he's got attitude problems. Have you heard the same, Reno? His T20 stats are not great, you know that. He's played 27 T20 internationals. Strike rate is only 116. Average of 18.95. Only 150. It's really poor. For someone of his talent. He's only 24 though, so he's still got time. Magical Gamer says hello. Hello, Magical Gamer. The Sandakan's on. Sandakan's a damn good bowler. Reno says, yeah, failed fitness test for the T20s. He played in 2019 test matches. Does he even have the temperament to play test matches at the moment? He's played so many T20s and just plays T20 tournaments. What do you think? Have they just picked him, Reno, because they want him to play some cricket for West Indies? Bizarre. Magical Gamer says, Hetmeyer's just power. I don't think he's just power. I think he's got a lot of ability, but he just hasn't honed it at all. He's not really improved since. I remember he was wasn't Hetmeyer like 19? Was it 5 years ago? 2016. He played in the 2016 World Cup. And he looked damn good. He just looked so good from a young age, and then it hasn't really gone on. Magical Gamer says ODI hundreds versus India kind of made him popular. Yeah. Wide ball from Sandakan, who started off pretty well with 2 dots and then a wide. Reno says that Windies need to rotate strike even. Windies need to rotate strike and put the bad balls away. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Easy as that. Magical Gamer says Sri Lanka need wickets. Oh, we got Sri Lanka versus West Indies in the chat. Which way is it going to go? Which way is it going to go? Sandakan's a good bowler though. West Indies got some good players, and I'll tell you what, Sri Lanka have got some really good bowlers, especially spin bowlers as well. Oh, that's a good shot though from Poran. Really good shot, but just to a man at deep cover. So no boundary for him, but still looking good. Looking good. Reno says, "Nah, in my opinion, not for test matches." Yeah, I agree. But he's an okay player. He's got extra fat. He got extra fat, and in the domestic, he seems slow on the field. Yeah, I saw him on it. I follow him on Instagram, and he looks a bit podgy. I'm just like, he's 24 years old. He needs to stop eating KFC and like start doing. It's just silly. If he was always like that, I'd say fine, but he's not. He was skinny before, which means that he's just like, I feel like when you get a bit of money, he's been playing franchise stuff as well. They're enjoying life so much, which is fine, but like, don't waste your career away because you've got a bit of money and you just think, oh, I'm gonna eat loads. Like, come on, man, be a bit more sensible than that. Thing is, you need good influences as well, unfortunately. So it depends who's around him. But yeah, like test matches, I don't think he's going to do very well in the test matches, if I'm being honest with you. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let's see. Try and get more comfortable. Reno says Pollard ahead of Holder is the wrong move, in my opinion. What do you mean in this lineup now? That's true. I guess Holder could have come in earlier. Poran, that's a cracking shot. We need to see more of that, a lot more. But only a single for him now, actually, as a sweeper. Magical Gamer says, It says too much roti and curry in Guyana. His wife feeding him too much chunk. Lol. Oh, classic. That's what Inzamam's wife did as well, unfortunately. After they won the '92 World Cup, and Gale just dinking that into leg side. You know, Inzamam al Haq, right? He was skinny, like very skinny, in the '92 World Cup winning side, and then yeah. Just as Reno said, too much of roti and curry, unfortunately. Magical Gamer says, I feel it's the right decision since Sri Lanka got the wicket. Lol. Yeah, for Sri Lanka, it was great. Magical Gamer says, wait, you guys eat roti in the Windies as well? Yeah, they have. Yeah, they do. And curry as well. But it's different. It's slightly different, Magical Gamer, to the Asian stuff, I think. To the stuff that we're used to. It's slightly different the way it's made, but similar. Similar. Reno says left right combo. Yep. Oh, that was true, actually. Yeah, that's a very good point, Reno. They should have maybe gone with Holder and Gale rather than Poran and Gale for the left right hand combination. We'll say everyone in the chat, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. It's really greatly appreciated, and you're all legends. Keep it coming with the questions and comments. And yeah, so far it's competitive, which I like. I thought West Indies would run away with this, but I mean, they're making a bit of a meal out of it, to be honest, which is making it interesting. I wouldn't say there's been brilliance from. I wouldn't say it's complete brilliance from Sri Lanka, although it's been some good bowling. But I wouldn't say it's incredible bowling. Magical Gamer says Sri Lanka need to dot it up to get wickets. Yeah, I agree. Reno says Magical Gamer, yes, Guyana and Trinidad has more Indian population than the rest of the Caribbean countries. India in history moved and came to the Caribbean as indentured laborers. Interesting. Thank you for that history, Reno. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, I need to read you my best. I can do this. I can do this. I can make it till the end of this match. I think. Natural Gamer says, "Oh, so yeah, the Indian influence. Yep, Sanakan is on. Oh, gets pinged into leg side. That's gonna be. He's lucky. He gets away with that. That's a half tracker. He gets away with that big time. It's pulled away, but Cal Corner who runs round, and just a single. 75 3 off 11. Have I updated the scorecard? No, I haven't. Let's do it now. 75 for 3. 11 as Poran and Galerin, the two lefties. You Mr. Universe Boss as well. Metro Gamer says, yeah, Trinidad is a diverse country. Sandakan. Guys, you're giving me spoilers. Stop it. Oh, cleaned up. Absolutely cleaned up. And Chris Gale is looking at Sandakan. He can look at him all he wants because he's just got clean through the gate there. What's he doing though? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, what is he doing? Come on, Gale. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Gale's got a weakness to spin. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I can get slated for it, but it's true. Gale has a he's got a weakness to spin. Fast bowlers, he's perfect because he just loves the pace and he's got power and he's got good eyes, but he doesn't move his feet well enough. And as he's gotten older, his feet are even slower. Yeah, don't think so. And yeah, Magic Gamer says out. Bruno says Gale is gone. Gale gone. Yeah, Gale's gone. Sandakan strikes. Sri Lanka's on a roll. They are. Jason Holder comes in. Oh no, he's done the village thing. He's coming without the cap. Oh, come on, Jason. You're. Oh, come on, Jason. You're letting me down. Such a good player. I kind of wouldn't allow it, but no, I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to my guns. It's village. You can't come out without a cap or a helmet. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Magic Gamer says the funny part is Fazan still hasn't seen the wicket. Yeah, because you guys are spoiling it for me. What are you doing? I'm streaming it on BT Sport in the UK, but because I'm not watching it on my TV, I'm watching it on my phone. It's slightly behind. Sandikan's bowling well, by the way. Bowling really well. Reno says left right combo, please. Yep, I got that. Metro Gamer says, see, Sri Lanka is underrated when it comes to IPL and foreign leagues. Metro Gamer, 100% agree with you. Unfortunately, right, in all these franchises, because they're so corporate as well, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, it depends on what's being shown where. So India, England, Australia are shown pretty much everywhere. So they've got more exposure. So there's more hype around those players. And to be honest with you, someone like even in the PSL, like Kusal Pereira didn't get picked. I was like, what? Like Kusal Pereira should be getting picked. Instead of Kusal Pereira getting picked, there's like English county players who've never played for England who are pretty good, but Kusal Pereira is probably like 4 times as good as that player. But because there's so much of this aura around certain players, unfortunately, and hype, that they get picked instead because they're from certain countries. So, yeah, I agree with you. Unfortunately, yeah, it's definitely they are underrated. Patrick Gamer says you got your combo, man. Let's see. Says laugh my ass off. Yeah, Gale's weakness is spin. Yeah, man, his feet move at like they move at like 0.5 miles per hour. He needs to speed them up. If you're going to use your feet to a spinner, you can't be moving that slowly. He moves like I don't know, it's way too slow. Metro Gamer says laughing says that yeah, excitement inside me made me spoil it for you. Yeah. Going to Talaka into his third over, and that's cut away from Poran, but the sweeper's there. They keep on like, the shots that Poran are playing looks really good. Poran's shots look really, really good, but he keeps on hitting it to fielders, which is just doesn't really make any difference. Reno says Sri Lanka will take the ODI series for sure with a spin attack. Well, I'm not so sure about that. But although I did talk to Nikhil Uttamandani, and he said that the ODIs is West Indies' weakest format. So, to be honest with you, if that's the case, then yeah, I'll say Sri Lanka are the favourites. I would have expected West Indies to win the series, the T20 series, but so far, well, I say that Sri Lanka are favourites. I would say it's in the balance as Jason Holder walks over without. Come on, man. Without a cap and a helmet, it's just doing my head in. I can't take it. It's too village. Marshall Gamer says Gunnar Talaka into his third over. Interesting. Yeah, we bowled well. It's bowled well so far. Anyway. $79 for 4. We've got 10 people in the chat. Guys, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. It really does help. Greatly appreciated. You're all legends. Mantra Gamer says still 2 overs of Pasaranga remaining. Yeah, and he's so dangerous. He's so dangerous. Oh, well bowled again. Renal says 54 even, needed from 46. Not good for West Indies. That's okay though, Renal. That's not too bad. It's just the wickets. If they can make sure that wickets don't continually fall like they have been, I think the run rate is perfectly fine. 54 from 46 is good. It's good. Magical Gamer says, in a way, it's good that Hasranga didn't get picked for the IPL, and all he is a mystery spinner, and through the IPL, they might get used to him and pick his deliveries. That's a really good point. That's a really, really good point, Magical Gamer. I wouldn't say he's a mystery spinner, though. He's not like a Janta Mendes. He's just skillful. He's a leg spinner who's got a big googly and has got a slider. So I don't think he's necessarily the type of bowler that's going to get picked so easily like that. I think he's just got the tools in the box. But yeah, 80 for 4. I think it's or 13 even. Look. Another good over. Nice over for Windies. The sarcasm, lol. Oh no. Stop it, Magical Gamer. It's too tired. I'm too tired for sarcasm. Oh, jokes. Magical Gamer, I'm going to ban you from that. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to ban you from the chat. Stop it. You're ruining it for me. I just want to watch it in peace, and I feel like I already know what's going to happen. Right, here comes Sandakan, and as Magical Gamer has just said, it's 6 runs. Poran just absolutely pings that down the ground for 6. What a shot. Oh, mate. We need a lot more of that from him, don't we? Let's be honest. That's the type of ability he has. Just quick hands through the ball. It's in the slot there as well. Poor bowling. But yeah, just swings his hands through it. Really, really good shot. Good in from Nicholas Poran for sure. Really, really good shot. Oh, Magical Gamer says the anger. Lol. No, I'm only joking. Magical Gamer says Sri Lanka need Poran and Holder out ASAP. Yeah. It says rotate strike, put the bad balls away, simple. Look at this. Both these guys know what their teams need to do. I like it. Yeah, you're both right. 100%. As he's got SG, I think, hasn't he? He does. Yeah, Jason Holder's got an SG. Not many players have SG anymore. Just flick straight back to Sandakan, who, even though he got hit for a 6 in that first ball, he's only gone for a 1 and a dot. So good temperament from the spinner. Just looking at the worm, West Indies are way above the run rate that Sri Lanka were. Magical Gamer says, well, it's the other way for me. Don't put the bad balls away. Lose wickets and don't rotate the strike. Exactly. And for re-enlist, don't get Pollard or Poran out. It's both of them staying, isn't it? Oh, God. Can you imagine? 5 sixes. You guys are ruining it for me. You're ruining it, all both of you. I thought Rena was joking about the sixes, but now Magical Gamer said it as well. And can I just say, Nicholas Poran has not got all of that, but it's still gone for 6. Just shows the bats nowadays. He's hit that on the up, and it's a big one from Nicholas Poran. Just enough on it, and 14 off the over. It's a big over. As I said, look, West Indies are way. They're at the run rate. It's just a question of whether Sri Lanka can bowl them out, which is going to be tough now from here because they're going to be pretty confident after that over. Michael Gamer says 6 more. Damn it. Reno says sorry for the supporters' excitement. Thought that was so high. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was. It went miles high, didn't it? But the thing is, the ground is so small. I think the boundaries are pretty small here, so it doesn't matter. Michael Gamer says, lol, I'm from Sri Lanka, so yeah, lol. The heat on to YouTube as well. Yeah, I know, right? Just remember that Coolidge has some breeze. Okay, that might be why as well then. If he's hitting it with the breeze, then that probably helps a lot as well, to be fair. Guys in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Really do appreciate it. Fantastic to have everyone on. Thank you very much for joining. You're all absolute legends. As Chamira is back on and going to complete his 4 over. He's 1 for 22, so pretty good stuff from him, I would say. Metro Gamer says, come on, Sri Lanka, wickets. This is Hasranga, smiley face. Needs to bowl. Yeah, he does need to bowl. He will bowl. He definitely will. 100%. He'll be back, my boy. My boy Windies. Windies, Hasranga. Create a song for him. Oh, we've got double figures in the chat. Thank you everyone for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. You're legends. Please do click that subscribe button as Chamir runs in and cleans up Nicholas Poran. What a delivery. What a delivery from Chamir. Wow. Coming round the wicket to the lefty. And I'll tell you what, he's made the ball talk there because clip the top of our stump. Let's have a look. Angling in to the left hand and then just straight. Oh, it's a beauty. Comes round the wicket as a right hander to left hander. Angles into the left hander. Just pitches and straightens and seams and pings the top of our stump. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Magical Gamer says out. Yep, out. I did see it, Magical Gamer, but we've got 23 people in the chat. Everyone, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. Thank you very much. As Chamira just absolutely cleaned up Nicholas Poran, coming around the wicket, pitched as it angled into left-hander, and then straight in and clipped the top of our stump. Beauty from Chamira, absolute beauty. And it's 95 for 5. Really, really good stuff from not from West Indies, from Sri Lanka even, and from Chamira. And I'll tell you what, West Indies are in a pretty precarious position right now. It has to be said, as Rovman Powell comes up. And Marshall Game says Chamira strikes, well bowled, 100%. Reno says Sri Lanka are the favourites now. I think, yeah, probably. Yes, a beauty of a ball. Yeah, the run rate's not an issue, it's the wickets here. I think, unfortunately for them. It's going to be really, really tough now for West Indies. Robin Powell's a really good bat, though. That's one thing I'd say. He's a very, very, very good batsman. Very accomplished as well. So let's see. To win. Magical Gamer says, not yet, Joseph. We never know, but I hope you consider praying for Sri Lanka then to win. Very good. Very good. Right, let's have a look. Chamira's going to have his tail up here after this, after that wicket, that's for sure. Running into Rodman Powell, the right-hander, from over the wicket. Yep. And just straight into his pads. Not great, but still no run, which is good. Keeps him at the crease and keeps him on strike, and still with no runs scored. Chamira needs to really take advantage of the new batsman here. He's got fresh meat to look at, so he needs to make sure that he really, really puts the batsman under pressure straight away. He comes running in. Oh, that's better. It's good. It's angled into the batsman, quite short, a bit shorter. Magical Gamer says Chamira clicking over 140 consistently. Yeah, he is. He is. That's for sure. He is bowling rapid. He's bowling wheels. He is bowling wheels. It's good bowler Chamira actually. A bit of Fernando, I think I'd love to see him in there as well. The fingers crossed he does play. Anyway, Reno Joseph says that's the thing with Windies. Don't rotate much, and the problems of playing spin have been an issue for years. Yeah. It's interesting because West Indies, I think they use quite a lot of spinners in the Caribbean, but maybe the type of spinners or the quality of spinners are not quite there. So that's why playing spin has been a bit of an issue. But yeah, they don't rotate much at all, I think, unfortunately. And that's why you can tell, like, they scored the highest percentage of boundaries out of any other team, but they struggle to get huge scores or be cohesive. And it's because they didn't score singles or twos in between, and they don't know how to manipulate a field or find the gaps and actually find the scoring areas without having to always score boundaries. That's a fantastic over from Chamira. It's 95 for 5 off 15 overs, ending the over with a few dots. Really economical and fantastic spell. 2 for 23 off 4 overs. So yeah, fantastic spell from the big man. Natural Gamer says, hope it continues for 5 more overs, lol. Natural Gamer says, what an over, 1 run and a wicket. Reno Trader says, magical game of singles, twos, and fours. You guys. As Magical Game says, hope they don't come. Hasaranga on. Yeah, Hasaranga is on. Can't wait to see him bowl, my boy. Winindoo. Come on, Winindoo. Reno says, well, I need them badly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Come on, Winindoo. What can you do? Dum dum. 2 overs for 3 runs so far. Not bad at all. 2 wickets as well. One unbelievable performance so far from Windo Hasaranga even. God, I said Hasarangu. Who's Hasarangu? Winindu Hasaranga. Can I just say something? If he ends this over with another wicket and concedes 2 runs, imagine his figures will be unbelievable. It'll be 3 for 5 or 4 overs. Reno says, I need runs. Yeah, you don't just need runs. West Indies need runs as well. For sure. As Holder just punches that down the ground. So long on, they run in, leisurely single. That's really interesting. If you look at the majority of Hasaranga's deliveries have been googlies, 58% compared to 42%, which is leg spin. Natural Gamer says, yep, opposites attract. Lol. I'm assuming that's also because West Indies have quite a few lefties. So as a leg spinner, you try and bowl a lot of googlies to make sure that you don't bowl into the lefties arc and give them easy runs into the leg side. So that could be why, because they've got Gale, Lewis, Puran, to name a few. So yeah, That could be why. As well, 97 for 5 off 15.3 overs. And the holders on 5 off 11, the big man. And Robin Powell 1 off 5 as Hasaranga wraps hold on his pads, but he's pitching way outside leg. Only 2 off this over so far. So we'll see. Magical Gamer says they're just wondering, do we use lol as a word when we talk? Yeah, lol. I do, but it's become a thing. You just say lol instead of laughing. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? And Cryptic says, can't go sleep. Oh man, you got to go sleep if you've got an exam in the morning. Cryptic. Magical Gamer says, what sin have you done, man? Lol. USPC Motivation says, hi, hello, thank you very much for joining. Please do, everyone in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe. Thank you very much. It really, really does help us. Hasaranga even, my boy Hasaranga. When Indu comes into bowl. What an over from Hasaranga. Can I just say something? What figures so far? 2 for 6 off 3 overs. Flippin' heck. Great stuff. He is a hell of a bowler. As Floyd Mayweather would say, he's a hell of a fighter. I'll just say he's a hell of a bowler because when Indu is my man. Natural Gamer says, nope, Sri Lanka. Subscribe if you haven't. Yes, thank you, thank you very much, Natural Gamer. I'm going to put that up multiple times. Reno says, have to say this is a great match. Build up for the World Cup. We need to see how they play, need to adjust. Do you agree? They need to adjust and make adjustments clearly. Also, might be slight selection as well. I mean, to be fair though, Reno, Sri Lanka have got nearly a full strength side. You guys will have Hetmeyer, Russell, and Sheldon Cottrell. Who else? Anyone else? Will all come back in. So you guys will have, and they're 3 big players. To be fair, Sheldon Cottrell, Hetmeyer, and Andre Russell. Oh, and Shane Thomas as well. If you play T20, so you guys have got quite a few people to come back in. So I wouldn't say, take too much from it, as in it's a terrible thing, but I think also, it's an interesting one, say the least. But it'll be a good experience, I think, for both teams to know what they need to work on and look towards for that India World Cup. Reno says 3 overs. Yep, 3 overs. Yeah. Andrea on. Hope this goes well. Wait, is Sandakan or Danjaya? It's Sandakan. Reno says Narayan said he's not ready to come back. Yeah, I don't know. Things Narayan has not been as effective as he used to be anyway, because they've kind of picked him. He was a mystery spinner and they've kind of figured him out a little bit. So I don't think Narayan's a huge miss. But Andre Russell, Sheldon Cottrell, Shane Thomas, and who's the other one? Hetmeyer are obviously going to. I assume most of those players will walk into the side, won't they? So, and that's a positive. Andre Russell needs to bowl as well. I'm going to say this: he has to bowl. He can't just bat. He's too good to not bowl. How can he bowl 90 mile per hour plus and then say, "Oh yeah, actually, I'm not much of a bowler though"? Come on, man. Reno says, "Yeah, totally. If we lose, which is likely to happen, just learn from it." Yeah, I agree. It's all a learning process. For sure. 99 for 5 off 16.2 overs. Robin Powell is 1 of 6 and Jason Holder is 7 of 15. Sandakan comes in and, hold on, Robin Powell. He goes big there. He actually got rocks on the back foot and he pulls that, but he pulls it pretty early, so it goes pretty straight and it's a 6. Wow. The boundaries are small here, that's what I'm going to say, but still a big 6. Off the back foot to the spinner, pulling that towards Cow corner. It's a big shot, 72 meters. Very, very good shot from Robin Powell. Oh, wicket, wicket, wicket. Lakshan Sandakan is in the game. And he's not just in the game, that could be the game, but you never know. You never know. It's 105 for 6 now. And I tell you what, Sandakan is called. Oh, mate, what a delivery! That's a googly. Oh, what a delivery! What a delivery from Sandakan. What delivery! Seriously, beautiful. Gets him with the googly. He was playing for the spin. Clips the top of a stump. Unbelievable. Wow. Sandakan strikes again. As Metro Gamer says, yep. Reno says, that's it. Game over. Wow. You never know. Metro Gamer says, you should have Bravo and Allen. Reno says, yeah, right. So unpredictable law. Yeah, Fabian Allen's not great. Dwayne Bravo is really, really good. But he's still, again, he's too inconsistent. Metro Gamer says, come on. You guys have plenty of all-rounders, true. Reno says 27 from 20 needed. They can do it this over. No, they can't. They can do it next over. Tell you what, 27 from 20 is easy. Let's have a look here. Come on, Sandakan. Come on, Lakshan. I see that googly for that wicket. But, oh, mate, what a delivery. What a delivery. Hey, Lakshan Sandakan running into DJ Bravo. He scoops it. Oh, my God. What the hell? What are the West Indies doing? I cannot believe this. I genuinely cannot believe this. What is Dwayne Bravo doing? First ball, he just paddles it around the corner straight to 45. Like straight into his hands. Look. There you go. Thank you very much. Oh, mate. Magical Gamer says out again. Uno says that is another one. Yep. Sanican gets another one. Yes, on a hat trick. Yep. Reno says Bravo is a walking wicket, never produced since 2016. Then he's more of a reliable bowler now. Yeah, he's definitely now classed, I would say, as a bowler who can bat a little bit. Magical Gamer says Hattrick ball. Magical Gamer, you better not ruin the next ball for me. You better not ruin it. I want to watch it without knowing what's going to happen. Magical Gamer says, well, he is more a franchise batsman, IPL and all. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right, let's have a look here. Fabian Allen on strike. Hat-trick ball. Oh, exciting. I reckon it'll be a 4 defensive. No, it's a, yeah, well, it was a back foot defensive shot. No hat-trick for Sandakan, but 2 wickets in the over. So what a damn... What an over. 105 for 7. 17 overs. And it's going to come down to the wire, I think. Metro Gamer says, who does Sri Lanka go to? 1 over of Hasaranga and Danjaya. I reckon they go with Danjaya because he's probably more experienced. They might go Hasaranga. Rio Joe says, Magical Gamer really don't impress me with his batting rather than the IPL either. Fair enough. Yeah, he's definitely. His bowling is fantastic still, if not getting better. But his batting is just, yeah, not great. He's got a lot of ability to be fair with the bat. I just don't know whether he really works so much on it because it kind of doesn't seem like he does. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Guys in the chat as well, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as a Hasaranga comes on to bowl to finish up his 4th over and bowling to Jason Holder first, who punches that down the ground to long off for a single. So Good start from Hasaranga. Marshall Gamer says this is dumb, not running. Lol. DJ Myron, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe. Thank you very much. Can you share the video? Unfortunately, I cannot, because if I do, I will get this video will be taken down straight away, and so will the channel. Miro says West Indies just need to rotate strike, and they get good ball to send over 4-6. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The bad ball will come. Magical Gamer says, what is Holder trying to do? Play out this over? Lol. Miro says, Magical Gamer agree, should have run. Oh, no ball. No ball. Or from a spinner. If you're a spinner, you cannot be bowling a no ball. That is so poor. So poor. Come on. Oh, mate. And he absolutely dispatched him for 6. What a shot. What a shot. Oh, that's a no ball, you know that. That might be another one. That could be another no ball. If it is, oh, mate. Come on. No ball given. As he bowls a more quick and flat delivery. Does a Hasaranga, and it's 112 for 7 off 7.4 overs. Special Gamer says off Hasaranga, lol. Don't give up, boys. Metro Gamer says, oh shit, that was really close. No ball, man. Yep. It was. Real says, brutal from a spinner, bowling a no ball. Yeah, exactly. And Metro Gamer says, Hasaranga bowled out. Yep. Had a fantastic spell there, didn't he? Had an unbelievable spell. He really did. You're slightly ahead of me, I think, still, which is fine. I'm just watching the last delivery now. It's 112 for 7 off 18 overs. Fresh Gamer says, will Sri Lanka need wickets, and who do they go for? Fresh Gamer says, please no to Sarah. No, they will definitely. Lol. Fresh Gamer. If not for that spell, would have been ideal for Sri Lanka, I agree. If he says, if not for that 6, would have been ideal. Yeah, that's true. Oh, as they talk. It's interesting. 2 overs, 20 runs. Danjay now 20 required. Metro Gamer thinks it's going to happen in 1 over. Let's see. Can you imagine flipping out? Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know I say it a lot, but it does really help. Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a look. Come on, Danjay. 2. The movie. Come on. Come on. Really good shot. Oh, mate. What a shot. Bloody hell, what a shot. Fabian Anna just absolutely dispatched that. Oh my god. Metro Games says freebie, screw Sri Lanka. Pilger says that's gone a country mile. Yeah, it has. Oh my god. Rocked on the back foot, it's too short from Danger, and he just completely dispatches that. And yeah, for a 92 meter 6, yeah. Huge shot, absolutely huge. Fantastic shot though, for sure. Fabian Allen with a big one, and let's see how this goes. Danjaya coming into bowl as Fabian Allen and Holder trying to see Windies home. Oh, okay. Just got away with that. Went on one knee and tried to slog sweep that. Did Fabian Allen, but looped behind the keeper for a single. A Magical Gamer says, "Are you guys ahead?" No. Oh, that's a freebie. That's a full toss. That's a full toss on leg stump. Come on, man. What is Danjaya doing? He's like this kind of sums it up, isn't it? He got a hat trick and then got hit for 6 sixes, and he's doing something similar here. Like, it's just such poor bowling. Come on, sort it out. Natural Gamer says 6 more. Yep. Real Joseph says alien. Lol. Yes. All in even. Natural Gamer says a killer should be thrown out of here. Okay. What is he bowling? Good. Gone country. Mine again. Hattrick now. Lol. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Danjaya. Don't get hit for another 6, please. Oh, this time. Bit more measured, wasn't he? A lot more measured. Yeah, really good stuff here. Miro says, okay, if Windies lose from here, I'm going to riot. Lol. Lol. Yeah, exactly. Just, yeah, just 5 more runs needed, says Nigel Game. Exactly. They could do it in one blow. 1-6 seals it. But imagine if he gets a wicket here. Oh, come on. What do we think? Another 6? Let's have a look. No, it's this time. It's another full toss. Gets away with it. Just flicked into the leg side. Down to long on. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a big one. That's a huge one from Fabian, and that's 6 runs, and that is the game. Wow. Wow. What a match. Very, very entertaining stuff. West Indies win by 3 wickets and take the series 2-1. Really, really good stuff. Seriously, unbelievable stuff at the end from Fabian Allen. West Indies made a meal out of it. They really did. They really did make a meal out of it. But in saying that, they made sure to seal it in the end, which is the most important thing. Really was. Won by 3 wickets. Win the series 2-1. Look, yeah, there you go. Oh, here you go. Special Gamer says, I'm going to go to Antigua and slap Aquila. Reno says, game over. When West Indies win, 6 more. Yes, Alan, the hero. Shah says, Noble screwed them. Yeah, I agree. Agreed. Magical Gamer says, no, that Aquila. The game was exciting. Magical Gamer says, Noble was also a turning point. I'm utterly disappointed. Real Joseph, what a game. Yeah, I agree. Such a tight game in the end. I didn't think they had enough runs on the board, but again, they showed today they can bowl very well. Wasn't backed up, unfortunately, in the field, and not just in the field, but maybe the pressure put on. So yeah, Reno says, "Slap yourself, Magical Gamer." Oh God, guys in the chat as well. Thank you all for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really, really does help. So please do so. Wow, fantastic match from both. Really, really competitive, which is good to see. And fingers crossed, we have similar ODIs. That would be nice. That's for sure. Some really fantastic ODIs coming up as well. So I'm hoping that can be more fiercely contested, but we'll see. We'll see. Should be good stuff. Cool. Everyone who joined, again, thank you very much. I'm going to go and get some well-deserved sleep as it's 1:17 in the morning here. But thank you for joining. Thanks, really. No problem, quality shot. Thank you very much. Reno says, must say, the bowling is okay. We need to do better in the batting. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Some of the bowling from West Indies is good, but some of the dismissals are pretty poor, to be honest with you. Kieran Pollard's was very, very soft. Nicholas Poran, again, that's a very good ball, so fair enough. But Lendl Simmons, again, pretty poor from him as well. So looking at the bowlers, Hasrenga went for 4 overs, 13 of his 2 overs, only 3.25. Gunatilaka, again, very, very miserly as well, went 3.67. Sandakan went for 7.25. But where they really got hurt was Dhananjaya, who went for 13.25, the leg and off spinner. So, yeah, cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Again, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help. I really do appreciate it. It's been great to have this many people on as well. Again, and yeah, I'll see you for the next stream, which will be, let me have a look. So when I say streaming, the next live watch along should be, fingers crossed, it should be on Wednesday. On Wednesday, and there'll also be one on Friday as well. So yeah, take care. Yep, take care. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you very much.